Welcome to Rocky Marciano Stadium. I'm in Colombo Field, Leo Genatasio. I'll soon be joined by Orlando Galveo. Brockton Community Access presents the 2025 Brockton Boxers. We're about 20 minutes from game time. The Boxers come in at 0-2. The Franklin Panthers come in at 0-2. Franklin been playing Brockton now for almost 9 years. Brockton has yet to beat them. They've been outscored 171-55 by the Franklin Panthers, but an uncustomary 0-2 for Franklin. They opened up the season against Canton. They lost 34-0, and last week against Wachusett Regional, they fell 24-14. The Boxers opened up at North Attleboro, another Hockomock team, where they lost 42-7, and Brockton came back last week, their home opener, against a very good Barnstable team, as the Boxers fell 32-15 in a game where Brockton recovered an onside pooch kick and was able to score on a third down to take a lead, where Brockton was mostly in that game. It was a one-score game at halftime. Going into halftime, Brockton had the ball at Brockton had the ball at the Barnstable 31-yard line, 4th and 1, and they were stopped. And unfortunately for the Boxers, Barnstable marched 69 yards with 9 seconds left. They turned that into an 18-7 lead, and Brockton did not get closer than 2 touchdowns, as they were able to score on a long touchdown pass from Jared Mighty from Marcio Semedo, and the Boxers lost that game 32-15. So tonight, on a beautiful night here, the Boxers in a desperate win situation as they will face Franklin once again, a team they have not beaten. And we have talked about this many times on air. There are very few teams across Massachusetts that have a winning record, as I get Orlando up with me. Orlando, I was just saying, there's very few teams across Massachusetts that Brockton does not have a winning record against, let alone a win against, and Franklin is one of those. We talked about this before. Zavarian holds a small lead over Brockton. I believe Everett holds a lead over Brockton, even though they did not play consistently since the 50s and 60s, and I believe Weymouth the same thing. But most other teams Brockton has a winning record against. What has Franklin done over these past 10 years, and most of the games haven't been close, to keep Brockton away from a victory?
Well, when Brockton plays Franklin, it seems like it's when Brockton makes the most mistakes. I feel like Franklin, they played mistake-free against Brockton consistently every year. What do we say all the time when we're watching Franklin and Brockton? Brockton's making the mistakes, and Franklin's not making not one mistake. And they feed off the mistakes that Brockton makes, like a fumble. They turn into points. And if you're going to play a Franklin team, historically you can't make mistakes. Obviously, Franklin's 0-2. This year, different. Usually when we see Franklin, they got a couple wins under their belt. So they're in unfamiliar territories, as is Brockton. And both, if you look at it, right, Leo, this is a big game because
you want to make the playoffs. You have to win. You're not going to make the playoffs not winning games.
If you fall 0-3, you're talking about a mountain you got to climb. It's not. I'm not saying you.
It's not insurmountable, but they need to put some victories on the board. And before we even get started on the pregame before these teams, Orlando, Franklin has a new football coach this year.
Yes, sir. I was talking to you from Holliston, Todd Kiley. Obviously, I was asking questions. The difference between Franklin and then Holliston, and he was winning a lot of games at
I believe he's won a couple Super Bowls.
Yeah,
there.
at Holliston, like you said, a couple Super Bowls. Now he shifts gears here to Franklin, but made the playoffs last year. Again, played Brockton. It was an uneven match, and he tells me that they have a very, very young team, including a quarterback that's only a freshman.
Wow.
So you look at him on the field, he does not look like a freshman. He probably stands about 6'4", 6'3", and does not look like a freshman. So he said the difference is his team is very, very young this year.
So for Franklin to start a freshman, to put that in perspective, Franklin is a lot like what Brockton was in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. They are a terrific athletic program right now. They've won state championships in various sports, hockey, basketball, baseball. I don't think they've won one in football yet, but they are what Brockton used to be, Orlando. They're good in just about everything. They're in one of the best conferences in the state, the Hockomock League, where they're challenged every week in every sport. So for Brockton to get a victory against Franklin, we talked about, you cannot turn the ball over. You can't give up 3rd and 16s. You have to be able to tackle. I'm going to lead you into this one because I thought last week against Barnstable, Orlando, I thought the Brockton 2 linebackers had as good a game as I've seen Brockton linebackers play against good team in a while. Xavier Colombo, the senior, but I was also impressed by number 17, junior Wilmer Perellon. I thought there was a lot of heavy hits on those Barnstable running backs and quarterback last week. And I was impressed with the Brockton defensive line, especially those linebackers.
Yeah, they played great considering they were missing their linebacker who's back tonight, Tyrese Jackson. So you might see a little bit more action in terms of the linebacker role today. But, yes, them 2 guys stuck out last week, played very well. And if you take away the penalties that Brockton had last week, I feel like that might have been maybe a closer game, possibly a victory. Like you said earlier, you can't make mistakes, but them 2 linebackers definitely stick out from last week.
And for Brockton to get a victory, it's going to start in that secondary. We talked about it a bunch of times during the game, after the game. The tackling just wasn't good enough in the secondary last week.
Very, very, very poor, and especially when you play a team like Franklin. You're going to have to wrap up. You're going to have to make the tackles. They're
going to get the ball in space.
In space is correct, and again, guys are going to have to step up and make tackles, and hopefully having Jackson, their starting linebacker, back tonight will make a huge difference, Leo.
So most high school football games are won in the trenches. Let's talk about Franklin's starting offensive line. And tonight, the Panthers offensive line will have a senior, Elias Lawless, another senior, Matthew Lord, senior, Keaton Cooper, senior Shane Davey, and another senior, Adrian Rampino. So if they got underclassmen in key offensive positions, they have a veteran presence up front where you really do dictate the football game.
Right. Well, Coach Riley said they're a young team, and again, you move on to the freshman quarterback, Ethan Edmonds. Stands about 6'4", does not look like a freshman, and their best player, according to their coach, is the guy by the name of Alex Weber. Looks like he's a senior. He's number 5, so he considers him their best player.
So they must be moving in and out of the game a lot of underclassmen, providing depth to the team, because Franklin does play a bunch of football players. They're not like some of these teams will play 5 or 6 kids both ways. They will do it at times, but it sounds like he's getting younger kids into the game.
Right.
The Boxer offensive line last week, I thought, had one of its better games too, Orlando. There was some space for their junior running back to run, going against a big Barnstable defensive line.
And if their line is all seniors, Brockton, on the other hand, don't have no seniors in the offensive line. They made a couple of changes where I thought paid dividends.
Moving Cash Petway to defensive line, we have one of his best games on defense. So let me get you the Brockton starting offensive line tonight. It's going to be a junior, Alex Muhammad, 6'4", 265, and this is the one I'm a bit impressed with, Orlando. Jaden Joseph, sophomore, 6'3", 290, and he held his own last week. What do you think there?
Well, I hear that he's a possible Division I player, and when you look at and for the defensive side, by the way, but when you look at him and you say that kid's only a sophomore. Tremendous upside in that kid, and I like what I see in Joseph's.
One of the other sophomores in the offensive line who plays both ways, who was impressive last week, is sophomore Michael Myers, 5'10", 350. And though he might be a bigger young man, he's got really good feet, according to the coaches, and a motor that doesn't stop. As a sophomore, being able to play both ways.
That's amazing, and we got a glimpse of him last year coming in and out, and right now he's taking the role of like, look. And not only I want to play offense, I want to play defense, Coach. And, by the way, doing it very well going both sides of the ball.
So the Boxers offensively this season, they lost their running back. They would have been their number one guy in the first scrimmage game against St. John Shrewsbury. We saw a little bit of C.J. Tyler last week. I liked what I saw. I thought when he hit the hole without dancing, he gained some yardage. He kept the legs moving. We also saw a little bit of sophomore Quinton Montero. But this team is going to go as far as junior quarterback Marciano Semedo and Jared Mighty, possibly an all-scholastic wide receiver defensive back, takes him.
All right, I was talking to the Franklin coach, and he goes, that kid right there, Semedo, that's a good football player right there, and he scares me. And you know why. Semedo can do it all with the arm, and you give him some time, he's going to find the guy open. And
he's throwing the ball to spots, too. The guys are coming out of the break, and the football is right there for them. Just a junior, hasn't turned the ball over this year. He's been accurate down the field. He's picking up where he left off last year.
Right, and like I said, if that young offensive line can hold their own, Semedo can pick apart a defense. That's without question. And going back to what you were saying, and I hate to talk about this every week, but losing Christopher Soto in preseason, that was a tremendous loss. Because no disrespect to Barnstable, they had some great players, but I felt like
they couldn't cover. Oh yeah,
Christopher Soto might have been the best player in that field last week. That's how good he is. That's how much of a big loss that was. Because on the other side, Christopher Lopez Soto, also plays defense as well. So we're talking about a very tough loss for Brockton, but the next man up. Right?
So last week we saw Jared Mighty. He's tough to cover. Most teams are going to put two guys on him. Barnstable didn't. He burnt him. He was open on most plays. And when he was covered, I was really impressed by junior Kavion Burke. He was a slot receiver. Every ball that was thrown to him last week, except for one outlet pass we dropped, he made catches in tough situations where he was about to be hit.
Yeah, it's another guy that's still underclassman, still learning. And you see the upside in him, right? When you have a guy like Jared Mighty, it's tough for him to call for the ball, right? But you see when you can put the ball in his hands, he could do some work. He could do some damage.
So we are a few minutes away from the opening introductions here at Rocky Marciano Stadium. Lando, I want to just put a shout out there to one former boxer fan who's been struggling the last few years health-wise. Disco Danny Martin down the Cape's going to be watching tonight. You know him, I know him.
Man, Danny.
Long-time Brockton fan, loves Brockton High football, hasn't been in the best health. But for Danny, you're down there watching. We're rooting for you. We'd love to see you back up here.
Yeah, man, I miss Danny, man. Great guy. Like I said, when you talk about Brockton, there's not too many guys that love Brockton more than Danny Martin. And I wish he could be here, and hopefully we can get him here to come watch a couple games. And Danny, if you're out there, you're listening, man, we love you and we miss you.
So we're a few minutes away once again from the opening introductions, probably 8 minutes away from opening kickoff. The captains tonight for Barnstable will be number 1, Stephen Reed, number 3, James Brusso, and number 5, Alex Weber. The boxing captains last week, we saw Marciano Semedo, Jared Mighty, Xavier Colombo, probably the 3 best football players on the team, including the junior quarterback. We have a beautiful night here at Marciano Stadium. Brockton Community Access, catch us on the Brockton channels. And, you're talking Mike the Postman Simmons, David Eric, Curtis Reese, top-notch production here in the City of Champions.
Right. So, quick update on some injuries. Brockton obviously is getting back a couple of guys today. I mentioned one, the linebacker that they're getting back. Also, they're getting back a running back as well.
Is that Trayvon McNeil?
No, that actually Lardani Blues. So
okay, good. Yeah.
Running back, so they're getting him back today. So that should be a help. And I already mentioned Tyreek Jackson at linebacker. So we're not going to get Christopher Soto back, but we're steady.
Some depth back to the team.
Getting some depth back to the team, and that could help out.
Any big games in the out of slate scoreboard tonight in Orlando that we should be watching?
Surprisingly, a lot of games are starting at 6 this year. I don't maybe
Xaverian Everett tonight,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you got that big one, right? Is Xaverian? Well, we'll be having updates from that. That's probably one of the biggest games. Everett and Xaverian always, no matter what the records are, always a tough game, always a big game, always game of the week. Surprisingly, though, I heard someone told me Fox 25 News is going to be here today for
Brockton?
For Brockton Franklin game of the week.
Game of the
I don't
week
know how
for
much truth
the
it is,
Brockton
but
Boxers tonight.
we'll see.
Hopefully they can live up to the hype of that. So we are going to head over to the opening introductions from the Brockton High booth here, and we'll be back over soon for Brockton High football.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Franklin Panthers and your Brockton Boxers. Brockton High and the MIAA would like to take the opportunity to encourage you to display good sportsmanship. Please do your part by showing respect to everyone involved in tonight's contest. Please note the use of any tobacco or vaping products, including electronic cigarettes or any other burnable substance, is prohibited in the stadium and on school grounds. A friendly reminder that student athletes play the game, coaches coach, fans support their team, and officials manage the game and sometimes make calls you may not agree with. With that being said, inappropriate language, behavior, or verbal criticism of coaches, players or officials will not be tolerated and may result in your removal from the stadium. This game is being played according to the rules of the National Federation of State High School Association. For your convenience, restrooms are located under the bleachers on the press box side. We'd like to thank our sponsors for the support and generosity. Our sponsors include Madison Food Group, Torrey Associates Real Estate, Jersey Mike, McGovern Auto Group, Sign Design, Evans Machine Company, and Copeland Auto Group. Make sure to stick around for the halftime presentation, the signature sound from the Brockton High School award-winning marching band, showcasing some of the most original and innovative musical artists of the modern era. That's coming up at halftime. And as always, we will be entertained by varsity cheerleaders.
So, back here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, I'm in Colombo Field, Leo Genatasio along with Orlando Galveo. We are minutes away from open kickoff. The 0-2 Franklin Panthers of the Hawkmark League versus the 0-2 Brockton Boxers of the Big Three. Once again, Orlando, Brockton 0-8 versus Franklin.
Surprisingly, you don't
see that often.
That might be the only team Brockton probably hasn't beaten.
That they've played more than a few times.
Right, and it's just Franklin has had Brockton's number. That no matter what Brockton does, they have something better. You know, going back to the first game they ever played in a non-playoff game on a drizzly night here.
7-0? Was that the 7-0?
7-0.
I remember that game.
Brockton had numerous opportunities,
chances, right?
And they just couldn't score. And from there, Franklin has had the upper hand.
This is a game, Orlando. Several times Brockton's had the 7-0, 7-7, and in just a matter of 3 or 4 minutes in the second quarter, third quarter, Franklin's put up tons of points. and they've gotten the lead to 28-7 or 35-10. Brockton's just unable to come back. And you made a great point earlier. It starts with discipline. If the coaches want to get the kids where they want to be, a playoff football team, it starts with being disciplined.
Right, and let's not sugarcoat it as well. Franklin's had good coaching. I mean, you got the guy, Bain, who's now at Bridgewater Rainham.
And he seems to have them playing good football.
He's turning that program around. He's a great coach, all right? So the preparation is always good on the Franklin side. And now you take Coach Riley from Holliston, who's won there, and he's a proven winner. Now you put him on Franklin. So a lot of that, has to do with the players.
Consistency.
I get it, but a lot of that has to do with the coaching, too. Not knocking the Brockton side of things, but it's just the coaching has been top tier at Franklin High School.
So this is year 2 of Coach Gilson Silva. Last year the Boxers were 5-6. They played their best football the last game of the season on Thanksgiving, regular season game against Bridgewater Rainham. They lost in the playoffs to a vastly superior Xaverian team. And I thought this year, Orlando, we and you talked about this, you just want them to get better game by game. The first game against North Attleboro, they were completely manhandled on both sides of the ball. But I thought last week they matched up physically with a very good Barnstable team. I liked the effort. I never thought that at any point the kids quit. And that's something you want to see coming into next week and the week after. And the trademark of Armand Colombo and Peter Colombo teams were just getting better. Just getting better week to week and always be physical.
You're right. Getting better is good. But you know it, and I know it. Being in Brockton, it's about the wins. You got to have
no moral victory.
You got to have a signature win. And I'm going to call it how it is, Leo. Brockton has not had a signature win in a long time. I mean, you had a chance the first 2 weeks, and you're not able to get it done. And to your point, they did get better in the second game. A lot of positive things to look forward to. But you got to start beating these teams. I mean, the variants, you understand that's a little bit of a task. But in order for you to get your program back to where it is, you're going to have to an old friend of mine told me, look, we have a tough schedule this year. He says, it's not about the schedules, how many teams you can beat in that schedule. So Brockton.
Well, Coach Silva doesn't want to back away from anyone. He's put Catholic Memorial, probably the best team in New England, back on the schedule. He wants to get the Catholic teams back on the schedule to keep the younger football players at Brockton High School and playing for him. He's got to have a good schedule.
Yeah, and you got to win. You got to start winning.
And you got to win.
You got to start beating these teams in order to build that program. You need wins against good football teams. Not to say the latter half of the schedule is weak, but not too many people is going to respect you for who you beat at the end of the season. The Durfees and New Bedfords, no disrespect. They're going to respect you more and how you play against the good teams like North Attleboro, Barnstable, and Franklin.
I thought last year their win against Everett, even though Everett was down, was probably their best win in the last few years. I don't care if Franklin's 0-2. If Brockton wins tonight against Franklin, that's maybe their best win of the last few years.
And I agree. Considering that they haven't beat this team yet, 7 straight losses, which you say, this would be a very good and a huge victory for the Brockton Boxers.
It's a little early to talk about playoffs, but if Brockton was thinking about playoffs, and the coaches sure are, cannot lose tonight.
I agree. I mean, last year, a lot of people will say, too, last year Brockton, if we remember, they were 0-3, was able to get in the playoffs, considering they started 0-3. I remember we sit here and said, this is going to be a tough mountain to climb. And a lot of one-point losses, a lot of 2-point losses, games that they could have won. Maybe you might have not faced Xaverian in the first round, and you might have, go to the second round and things like that. So you want to win these games so you're not in a position where you're playing like a team that you're a huge underdog. Maybe you beat a team in the first round and you get better and better. Use that game to get better and better so when you do face a good team, you're ready to go.
The difference between being 8-2 and 5-6 sometimes is a few plays during the season. And if Brockton wants to be a playoff team, got to score more than 2 touchdowns a game. Got to give up less than 4 or 5.
That's a good point, Leo. They've only scored 3 touchdowns. That's unacceptable. If you're going to be good football teams, scoring 1 touchdown a game is not going to get it done for you.
So the captains, we are about probably 2 minutes away from the open kickoff. The captains will be going out for the opening toss, and we're going to head over to the Brockton High band in the color guard for the national anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
So back here at Rocky Marciano, Armand Colombo Field, we are seconds away from the opening kickoff. The Boxers will send out their 5 captains tonight. That will be Jared Mighty, it looks like, forward and bound, defensive end, Nathan Jean-Philippe, Robert Moyes, Marcio Semenian, and Xavier Cologne. Nathan Jean-Philippe, we had a terrific junior season, Lando. I'd like to see him more active tonight.
Yeah,
he's getting double teamed a bit too.
A quiet start to the season so far, but we know what he's capable of, and hopefully tonight he stretches out his shoulders a little bit, and we see more of Mr. Gene tonight.
So the captains on the Franklin side again: Stephen Reed, James Brusso, Alex Weber. We also see number 73 out there. That looks like Keaton Cooper. And let's see who is going to get the opening toss. Usually it is deferred. It's a beautiful night. There's no wind. Couldn't ask. We thought last week was a perfect night for football.
Yeah.
This is even better.
Yeah, it feels good.
Not as humid.
Hopefully the shadow, 6 o'clock start, I guess, is the normal now, right? So we got to get used to it. So, again, you're dealing with a lot of sun out there, the shadows creeping in. So we'll see what happens from the start.
So once again, Brockton Community Access. Catch us on the Brockton channels. Mike the Postman Simmons, Curtis Reese, David Eric. Always first-rate production here at Brockton Community Access.
Yeah, we never get a chance to shout out to the band, but the
the
national
band,
anthem was unbelievable,
the
wasn't
color
it?
guard, the majorettes.
Shout out to them.
Still one of the best in the state. Haven't been any letdown there from Andy Fantuccio and the Brockton High band. So it looks like Franklin has won the toss. They deferred. Brockton will get the opening kick. Looks like they are going to receive the ball at the north end of the end zone, as Franklin will be kicking on the south end where Rocky Marciano's statue is, as the Boxers and the Panthers are ready for some football.
And like you said, Leo, great weather, 77 degrees from the start. Looks like no wind. So perfect football weather and ready to go.
We'll see Jared Mighty back there. Let's see if teams kick to him. It looks like McNeil back there with him. It's Kavion Burke. The up men look to be number 23, Nico Srockwalersi. Number 22 is Quinton Montero, the sophomore running back. We also see number 5, that's Maisha Biesa, as Franklin usually has a really good special teams.
Yes, they do. And I was talking to Coach Doman, one of the coaches for the Brockton, and in his 5th year, played in the 2004 Brockton High team. He said they had a great week of practice, and they should be ready to go.
Who did he play for in high school?
2004, he said.
He played against Brockton?
No, he played on the Brockton team.
Got it.
Coach.
So the kicker for Franklin, that's a Super Bowl team, by the way.
Yeah.
Franklin kicker is number 24, Owen Essam. He is a junior, as we are seconds away from the opening kickoff. and it's a good kick, angled over to the right, and it looks like it is Burke. Fumbled the ball, has a little bit of room. He heads up the sideline, he makes a person miss, and that's good. Gain tackling, and once again we see a flag, and that looks like it's in the vicinity of holding or a block in the back,
clear
which will
block.
set Brockton back.
And that was a clear block in the back. And again, Burke, he took the angle towards the right. He had a lot of space. And again, that bobble, he's done that twice already. That bobble's not going to help you.
Just slows the play down. So let's see, they will knock Brockton back inside their own 15-yard line. As Brockton looks like they will start at, looks like about the 12-yard line. So an error to start the game, and Brockton, once again, 10 penalties last week. Not good enough.
And we told you those are the things you got to eliminate. And right from the start, we see a 10-yard penalty off the kickoff return.
So looks like Franklin will start in that 43 front. They got two safeties back. Brockton has been in that pistol all season. They shift their receivers on both sides. Burke in the slot, Mighty to the right. And it looks like number 9 over there is Malik Dorville. Semedo in the pistol, and Tyler is the back next to him. So they came out of the first play of the game, and they don't know what they're doing. Semedo was moving guys around. Burke didn't know what he was doing. And the 2 straight plays with penalties will set the boxes inside their own 10.
It's very unacceptable.
Stuff you work on all week.
And then, especially after one of the coaches told me you had a great week of practice, that cannot happen.
So 1st and 15 as the Boxers are inside their own 10 at the 8, and they're going to come right to the line of scrimmage, same formation. Looked like Burke was in motion that time. And that's going to be a handoff to Burke. Burke gets the outside. He's got a lot of room. And that is a really good, about a 13-yard run as Brockton shows some speed to the outside as they will get the penalty yards back plus. And it looks like that will be 2nd down and about 2.
And a great block that time by Joseph, the guy you were talking about in the pregame show, and led the way. And Burke, what I wanted to see him do in the kickoff return, did that on the jet sweep. Great run.
Nice job by senior Kason Lopes, the guard over there, getting out and using some of his athleticism. So 2nd down and 2 for the Boxers. Everything stays the same as far as the formation. Nice little inside handoff to Tyler, and he bounces it up, and he uses those legs, and he'll gain about 7 yards. In the tackle after the 1st down run by number 28 on Franklin, is Jake Frigon, a freshman. Wow.
Yeah, Frigon with a good hit there.
He's a senior.
Yeah, Frigon with a good hit there. And one thing we see early on Tyler, he does not go down
Moves
off the
his
first
legs.
hit. Yep.
So the 1st down for the Boxers looks around about the 29-yard line. They got the ball out of some trouble area. Like once again, they'll keep the formation the same. We'll see a tight end in there for the Boxers, and that is Daniel De Silva, the kicker. So a nice little inside handoff. Tyler, I think he ran into his own guy, and he'll lose probably 2 yards there.
If he didn't lose his feet there, he had a lot of room to run to the left.
So the loss of 2 will make it 2nd and 12. And let's see if Semedo will start using that explosive arm as his, and see if Brockton can take advantage of some athleticism to the outside over Franklin.
Look for Jeremiah here, yet to touch the ball. 3 plays into the game. One of Brockton's best weapons offensively.
So Semedo is going to throw the ball out into space to Mighty. Mighty runs into his own guy, and that's going to go nowhere.
Nowhere is exactly right.
So Franklin had that scouted out pretty well, and the Boxers might have gained maybe 2 yards, and it looks like it'll be 3rd down and 10 as Brockton's in a 3rd and long after that first series 1st down.
Yeah, we say get the ball to Jeremiah, and we didn't want it that way, but
took a while last week for Brockton to throw the ball down the field, Orlando. Right. A lot of plays were
the plays across the field. I'm not for that. I like more short passes. I don't like that pass across the field. I feel like it takes too long to develop.
So Mighty's over here on a cornerback who's a bit smaller than him. Let's see if Brockton can take advantage of some athleticism advantage on the left side. So Semato's back. He has a ton of time. He's going to look over the middle, and that is a pitch and catch,
pass.
and that is Burke. We're going to get a hold probably. It looks like it's coming back, unless that's a late hit on the quarterback, but it looks like,
Be a hold.
So Brockton had a first down pitch and catch to Kavion Burke for 15 yards, but their third penalty will make this a 3rd and 20.
Perfect pass, and unfortunately that's for naught. Again, the third penalty already in the Brockton boxes, things they needed to clean up. It seemed like it's just accumulating right now, early start of this game. Not good.
So a play you really didn't need to hold. There was a ton of time for him to throw the ball. So 3rd down and 20, we'll bring in Quinton Montero, as we'll see C.J. Tyler go over the sidelines. And overshadowing that penalty, that right there was a great throw and another catch in traffic by the junior Burke.
You just can't commit penalties. Penalties are going to hurt you. And right now, a 3rd down and a 19. And
So the boxes come out, 3rd and 19. Center Eugenio Alves back into the starting lineup. As the boxes will go 3 to the left, 2 to the right, 5 wide. And Semato's back, and it's a full house. He's going to throw that ball up, and he's open. And that is caught by Quinton Montero. And that is a huge play, and he makes a man miss. He's got a lot of space, the sophomore. And a terrific throw by Marciano Samato to the sophomore, Quinton Montero. And that play will go for over 60 yards and give the Boxers a first down at the Franklin 21.
13-19, no problem. Last week I said his name wrong, and his family said, hey, that's Quinton, that's not Aaron. And he showed me why my name is Quinton Montero, and you better get it right.
One of the better athletes in the sophomore class, a starting baseball player as a freshman, and making his presence known right there, not only catching the ball, but also making a man miss after. So the Boxers right outside the red zone, 1st down and 10. We're under 8 minutes here in the first half of the opening drive here at Armand Colombo Field, of course, Rocky Marciano Stadium.
Like I said, you give Samato time, he's going to hurt you. And that time he got time and found a wide open.
So 3 receivers to the left, and
Montero.
Tyler will be the back. That's going to be an inside handoff to Tyler, and good defense in the tackle by number 73 would be Keaton Cooper, the senior, who wanted none of that.
Yeah, Cooper was right there, and once he grabbed Tyler, he's like, you ain't going nowhere, and short gain of 1 there.
So 2nd and 9 for the Boxers. They do have Danny DeSilva, who can kick field goals this year, but offensive coordinator Derek Barros and, of course, head coach Joseph Silva, they want to put 7 up on the board.
No question about that. Start off strong. Haven't been able to do that against Franklin lately. This would go a long way if you could do that right now.
So the Boxers come out. It looks like it's a tight formation with a receiver to the right, a tight end, an H-back, Jared Mighty to the left, again in single coverage with the safety. He's shaded over a little bit. And that's going to be a handoff to Tyler. And there was a lot of room to the outside. He bounces it right. He gets down the sideline, and he will have a first down.
That should be a late hit.
And that looked like it was a late hit out of bounds.
No call, though. I mean, listen, you've called 3 penalties on Brockton. That was a late hit. We want to see the flag there, too. We want it to go both ways, right?
Orlando? You aren't kidding. So
let's see the play.
We see the inside handoff right here. He bounces it to the outside, and good blocking down the field by the Brockton receivers. And the first down run will give Brockton 1st and goal.
That's a big-time late hit. No call.
1st and goal for the Boxers at the 8-yard line. So let's see what the Boxers come up to in the red zone here.
If you look at it, Franklin, besides the Brockton penalties, Franklin have been able to stop Brockton.
I think they're going to have trouble. I think they're going to have trouble with Brockton on the outside tonight. So the Boxers look like this is a running formation right here. Jared Mighty in. He's going to be in the Wildcats. A high snap. Mighty gets the ball up the middle, and he runs. He keeps his legs moving. He's going to gain maybe 3 yards. As I like getting Mighty the ball, but I like Samato with the ball inside the 10-yard line.
But a high snap.
That slowed everything down.
If you take that high snap away, he might have gone in for the touchdown there. Everything has to work perfectly when you do that type of play right there, the Wildcat.
So the ball will be down at the 5-yard line, maybe a gain of 2.5, closer to 3. We're under 6 minutes here, 0-0 game. The Boxers on their opening kickoff.
Going right back to it.
as we will see the same formations. Looks like a Wildcat. Xavier Colon into block. And that's going to be the same play. And he's got a lot of room. He bounced to the outside. He takes the room. And that's going to be a 5-yard touchdown run. Jared Mighty.
And again off the high snap, but this time Jared Mighty was able to juke left, juke right, juke left, and able to go into the end zone. And Brockton with a good start considering the penalties.
I like the diversity in the play calling by Coach Barros right there. So the Boxers do a second straight week. Their first series, they score a touchdown, and we'll see Danny DeSilva in for the extra point as they take a 6-0 lead.
And that time, Coach Barros, the offensive coordinator for Brockton, gave
you a high five.
Different looks.
He gave you a high five. He's happy.
Different looks.
Let's see if the extra point, if the Boxers can make it 7-0. The snap is down. The kick is no good. It's wide right.
He's usually automatic. Uncharacteristic by Baptista. That's usually a knockdown right there, but we'll take the touchdown.
So we're here at 5:34 the first half. You see Jared Mighty right here. He looks inside. He bounced it outside. And if Franklin doesn't have the athletes to contend with Mighty, it's going to be a long night for them right there.
It's going to be a long night.
He's just too athletic for them.
How about some athletes contend with Kavion Burke? He was very good in that drive as well.
Saw some from the underclassmen, Kavion Burke, Quinton Montero with the long 60-yard catch, and the Boxers have the lead as they will be kicking deep to Franklin. It looks like they have number 6 back there, which is Quinn Kelly, a senior, and number 4, which is Jaden Ojukwu, who is a junior.
Yeah, and like last week, Brockton, right off the bat, takes the early lead, and hopefully this time is different than last week. They, don't stall and keep this moving forward throughout the game.
So Danny DeSilva will be doing the kicking again.
And we got a quick score update. Zavarian, 7-0 early on Everett.
So that's a terrific kick. That will take Franklin down to the 10 as he heads up the middle. There's a little bit of room. And a good tackle. That's Xavier Colon. He's out there on every special team snap, every defensive snap. He's the anchor of that defense. And that was a hard hit as Franklin will take over 1st and 10 at their own, looks like about their own 28.5-yard line. As the Boxers, you see the big 2D tackles right there. Cash Petway, number 79, he's 400 pounds. And number 74, Darren Hibbett, 6'5", 425, Orlando.
Yeah.
A couple 400-pounders.
Big boys. Non-football related, quick shout-out to the Brockton girls soccer yesterday with a 9-0 victory over the New Bedford Whalers. Go, Lady Boxers.
Congrats, girls. As Franklin usually runs a lot of pistol, a lot of throwing screen passes into space, they'll make you make tackles. As the freshman quarterback has a single back as they motion. And he'll throw the ball. That's the play. They love to run, Orlando. Oh, there's a fumble. And Brockton will. Looks like they'll recover.
And we talked about early in the game how Franklin has played perfect against Brockton, not making the mistake. And right off the bat, Brockton turnovers the Panthers, and Brockton recovers in good field position. Wow.
We see it right here as Franklin looked like they wanted to get the ball to Stephen Reed. It's a play they love to run. They love to run that screen to the man. Oh, it looked like it was number 6, and he got hit. He just lost the ball. Yep. And it looks like it was recovered by number 13 for the Boxers. And that was Tyrese Jackson, Orlando.
Yeah, and right off the bat, getting Tyrese Jackson, he makes his presence felt from the first play. Sometimes you can't tell me that losing starting players do not hurt you. And you saw it right there.
So the Boxers take over 1st and 10 after the fumble with a chance to go up 2 scores. As they'll go 3 receivers to the left, Jared Mighty to the right with tight coverage. And it looks like C.J. Tyler's the lone back. And Brock didn't saw something they didn't like.
Again, Brockton, it seems like when
he's living.
Yeah, when they run off to the field, they're having some kind of difficulty with the plays. You should already know what's going on right there.
I think that's what Coach Silva's saying to the players right now.
Sylvia is not happy right now, and he shouldn't be.
So we couldn't script a better start for the Boxers tonight. They get up 6-0. They get a turnover and got to take advantage of this. You got to get a 2-score lead right now.
Right. So again, Westwood, like I said, Zavarian has taken an early lead on the Everett Crimson Tide, 7-0. We'll keep you updated in that game, along with St. John's Prep battling Central Catholic tonight as well. So
who's the best team in Division I, Orlando?
I would have to say Zavarian.
So someone beats them?
Yeah, definitely.
So the Boxers will come out of that timeout right to the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 9 is wide for the Boxers, and that's Malik Dorvell, the senior running back, along with Burke and Mighty. That's going to be a motion, fake motion. Samato's back. He looks. He's going to have a lot of room to run. He throws the ball. He's got him wide. Oh, what a catch by Kevion Burke.
It's going to be coming back, though, again. Another costly penalty on the Brockton Boxers. Looked like it's going to be a hold, and the referee is already saying come back, and would look like a clear hold on the Brockton Boxers.
So that is another 10-yard penalty against the Boxers.
Let's see the replay here.
And let's see if there's a hold.
Yeah, that's a hold on number 50.
That's on the sophomore. Yeah. So the 10-yard penalty will make it 1st and 20. The 17-yard catch by Burke on the rollout throw by Samato will be coming back as Brockton will have their 4th penalty for 45 yards.
And that's a good call because, you know,
it's a hold.
Right in front of the referee, he's going to throw the flag.
So we talked about Brockton has a new offensive line coach last week. I thought I saw an improvement up front last week physically, but you just can't have those penalties. So 1st and 20 for the Boxers, 3 receivers, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Mighty motions. And he'll get the ball in motion. There's some room out there. He bounces it up, tries to get upfield, and that's good tackling and good pursuit by Franklin. And the tackle by James Brusso, the captain.
That was a good play. Looked like Jared was going to have the angle there, and he just snipped that out real quick and made a great play.
So maybe a gain of 2 will make it about 2nd down and 18 for the Boxers as Samato talks to the sidelines.
Yeah, first series, Brockton was able to get the penalties but recover. Let's see if they can do that here with 2nd down and about 18.
So Franklin trying to withstand a Brockton onslaught here early. Samato in the pistol, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. C.J. Tyler is the back. Franklin stays in that 43 front with 2 safeties back. And Samato's back. It's a little bit of time. He's got time. He looks, throws the ball deep. That's into triple coverage, and that ball was out of bounds anyways.
Yeah, made a good effort there by Burke, was unable to catch it. Like you said, he would have been out of bounds anyway.
I'd like to see a throw underneath, try to gain 6 or 7 yards, make it 3rd and 8 or 9, 3rd and 10, and have 2 shots at it. So now 3rd and 18, Brockton looks like they're going to have to pump the ball away if they don't make this.
Maybe get about 10 yards here, and you're in a position where you could possibly go for it.
Or Danny DeSilva field goal.
Yeah, another update, St. John's Prep, Central Catholic. Prep up 7-0. They come out flying against Central Catholic.
So 3rd down and 18 at the Franklin 41. That 1st down penalty is really big right now, as Brockton looked like they were going to be at about the 14-yard line, but the holding penalty will set them back.
Another big game in the South Shore. Abington playing Hingham tonight. We'll keep you updated on that as well.
As Gene Philippe will be the tight end in the slot here. Jared Mighty's in tight coverage to the left. And that's going to be a fake. He's going to look, and he's going to go down. And that's good defense by Franklin. And that looked like they slammed to the ground and just not good enough up front by Brockton, and they'll have to pump the ball away.
Yeah, Samato almost fought his way through it, but Franklin tackle was able to get a hold of him and not let him go. And Brockton, unfortunately, after that turnover.
So terrific defense by Franklin right there on 3rd and long. They get the sack by number 23 from Franklin. That's Christian Primpus, the sophomore.
I mean, you just can't commit penalties. Again, that's penalties.
Kill you.
Will kill you.
Danny DeSilva's back to punt. Back deep is Stephen Reed. It's a good snap, and it's off the edge of his foot. Let's see if he gets a Brockton bounce, and it gets a good kick. And that ball will go out of bounds, maybe at the 17-yard line. And Franklin will get their 2nd possession. Now let's make it closer to the 16. We're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds here at Armand Colombo Field, Rocky Marciano Stadium. Orlando Galveo, I'm Leo Genatasio. Let's not forget the crew. Mike the Postman Simmons, Curtis Reese, David Eric, Brockton Community Access. Catch us on the Brockton channels.
Let's keep it real here. The referees making good calls, but them calls have basically kept Franklin in this game so far early. But there have been good calls.
The Panthers will come right out to the line of scrimmage. And their big freshman quarterback, Ethan Edmonds. The back next to him will be Jaden Ajawu, as Brockton sits in that 43 front. And that's going to be a fake. He rolls to the left. He rolls. That's a good play call. Nice pass. And a good tackle by Jared Mighty. But that's the stuff that Franklin does. A lot of motion, a lot of bootleg, throw the ball into space, and that will be a gain of 11 yards. And that's what Barnstable did last week to kill Brockton.
Yeah, big Michael Thompson, tight end, a senior, with a great catch there. And good enough for a Franklin first down.
You see it right there, the fake handoff. He rolls to the right, and it's wide open to the tight end. Ball's a little bit behind him. Good adjustment by the tight end. And the first down for the Panthers. So Edmonds will hand off. Number 5 right there is a little bit of space, and that's going to be a good run of about 7 yards. Jared Mighty started the tackle, and it was finished off by Xavier Cologne, but not after Franklin gains 8 yards on the run.
Yeah, Pontequit leads Archbishop Williams 8-0 at the end of 1.
So 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers as they are looking to get right back on the scoreboard and take the lead here, as Brockton had an opportunity to go up 2 scores. And unfortunately, self-inflicted wounds have made them return the ball to the Panthers. So Franklin had the whole playbook's open here on 2nd and 2. They're at their own 35-yard line. Edmonds, the freshman quarterback. Looks like he has a Joe next to him. He fakes, he looks, and that's a good throw over the middle, and that is, ball came out a little funny. He's got a strong arm, and the ball was deflected. But 3rd down and 3, as that ball looked like it was up for a little bit and maybe a chance at an interception.
Yeah, also, if it wasn't deflected, that might have been a completion, but off the deflection, almost an interception is correct.
So the freshman showing off his athleticism early and his strong arm. So 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers, 2:28 in the first quarter, as the Boxers have a 6-0 lead. And that's going to be an inside handoff, and Brockton looked like they had him.
Yeah, that's going to be a 4th down coming up, I believe, very short.
They're going to give it to him. Wow. So a 3-yard run will give him a first down. Brockton looked like they had him in the backfield, but a good run by Ajokwu, and he is able to get the 3 yards necessary to keep the sticks moving.
St. John's Prep now leads 15-0 over Central Catholic.
So the Panthers have a new set of downs. Edmonds remains in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and the lone back. And that's going to be another inside handoff. And that's just, it's too many yards there from Brockton. Like to see those D tackles stay a little bit lower. Too much standing up right there. So that's going to be a 5-yard gain on the dive up the middle for 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. It looked like that was Xavier Cologne, along with number 13 from Brockton, and that's Tyrese Jackson. They're going to move fast, and it's a fake. He's going to roll to the right. He rolls. He's going to look, throws the ball down the field, and that is just overthrown by the freshman, and he had room to run right there, too.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't tuck that in and run that ball, because he would have definitely had a first down, so he chose to throw it, a little bit of overthrow there, but
so good coverage by the Boxers down the field as John Shelby was not happy. And let's see where the flag is here. If it's against Brockton, it will give them a first down. And let's see, they're talking to Coach Silver, so it looks like a legal man downfield. So that's a loss of downs. So that will be...
Yeah, they was talking to the coach to see if they want to decline it or take it. And
isn't a legal man downfield a loss of downs?
No, it's just a 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
Repeat the down.
So Brockton will push them back to make it a 2nd and 10. You like 3rd and 5 there?
I'll take a 2nd and 10.
Okay. So 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at their own 37-yard line, more closer to the 36. As Edmonds has 2 receivers close to him, and the lone back looks like it's number 4, which is Jaden Ajokwu. And there's a lot of motion there, and they hand it to the man of motion, and Brockton misses. Oh, what a tackle by Xavier Cologne.
I grabbed his shirt and then said, hey, come here.
That was a first down.
Oh, that was a good play by Cologne there.
because he made a couple guys miss. Xavier Colombo, thank God for that undershirt there that was able to get him, because he would have been gone for at least 7 or 8 more yards. So the tackle by Colombo will make it 3rd and 8, as this is where the Boxers struggled last week getting off the field.
Right. So exactly what you say, Leo. Let's see if you can get the ball back and get Franklin a punt here.
We're under a minute here. The Boxers lead 6-0. Ajokawu and Edmonds remain the same in that Franklin backfield. And he's going to fake. He has time. He looks, he rolls out. He's going to throw the ball. There's a man wide open right there. Makes a man miss, and it's a first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah, exactly what we say, 3rd downs and longs, and that's just unacceptable.
It's wide open.
Wide open, and you had the quarterback dead to rights and can't make the play, and Franklin will finish this first quarter.
And we see it right here, Orlando.
First down.
Brockton had a little bit of pressure right there, and he rolls it out right there, and Claude reigns in coverage again, Orlando. The invisible man, no one there.
I believe Michael Thompson again, the tight end. Big dude, by the way.
So the 3rd and 9 conversion, the Boxers have had nothing but trouble with 3rd and longs the last couple of weeks. We'll have Franklin keep the ball. We're into the first period, first quarter here at Marciano Stadium. Brockton leads 6-0. Back here, start of the second quarter, Brockton, Massachusetts, City of Champions, Rocky Marciano Stadium, Armand Colombo Field. Brockton got the opening kickoff, Orlando. They're able to go 94 yards for a touchdown. Franklin fumbled on their first snap. Brockton had a chance, had a play to first down at the 14, but penalties made him turn the ball back over. Franklin now with a chance to get the lead on this drive.
Yeah. Considering you have 5 penalties, is it? To be up 6-0, I'll take that.
So Franklin with a first down after the 3rd and 9 conversion. Ethan Edmonds with the Joku behind him. As Brockton secondary's got to get better. And that's going to be a handoff to Ajoku. He has room, and that is another 9 yards.
Yeah, that's actually Alex Weber, one of Franklin's better players with the run there. Good run.
Brockton's going to need more help up front by those D tackles. Cannot leave everything to those linebackers. So a 9-yard run by Franklin on first down by Weber will give Franklin the playbook again to do just about anything.
Yep. I got another update. Central and Prep, St. John's Prep rolling. First quarter still up 23-0. Wow.
So 2nd down and 1 for the Panthers. Edmonds remains in the pistol. They're going to take a shot. He's got a lot of time to throw down the field, and that is caught at the triple coverage, and he's
gone, and that's going to count.
Go.
That flag's going to count because it's going to be an offsides on Brockton, I believe, and that touchdown looks like it might stand, but the Brockton coaches are pointing towards Franklin, and
it looks like they're saying, illegal shift, and that was a terrific catch in triple coverage right there, as Brockton is fortunate to have a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, what a one-handed catch, but it's going to be off or not. For a second there, I thought it was offsides, but illegal motion will bring back. Let's look at it.
This is a great
look
throw,
at this.
And that's just deflected. It deflected into his. There's really nothing Brockton could have done right there. So the 5-yard penalty will make this 2nd down and about 6 at the 46, as Franklin will go to the sidelines for the play. They were moving fast.
The story of the game so far has been penalties on both sides now.
Big plays.
You know?
Take the call back by both teams.
Yeah.
So Edmonds remains in that pistol. It looks like Weber is back there. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. And that's going to fake, and Edmonds has all day and all sorts of room. And he will gain the first down.
And that's going to be a penalty.
It's just
unacceptable. Quarterback was going out, already out of bounds. Good hit. Good call by the referee.
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
So that extra 15 yards after the 5-yard run will move that ball inside about the 25-yard line as Xavier Cologne like the aggression, but you got to keep it in between.
But I got a problem with that call. In terms of when Brockton was hit out of bounds, they didn't call it. You got to be consistent here. I hate to complain about the referees. They've done a great job, but early in the Brockton series, there was no call, and now you're quick to throw that flag. You got to be consistent if you're going to call penalties like that.
So that will be penalty number 6 on the boxes for over 65 yards, and Franklin will move the ball down to the 24-yard line. 10 minutes, 56 seconds. Brockton leads 6-0.
Let's watch it. And clear hit out of bounds, but Tyler was hit out of bounds as well.
It's a penalty,
yep.
But they've let it go earlier. So referees getting paid to be on TV tonight.
Yep. Good. Again, that what made that penalty too is the quarterback. That time he made the right decision. Saw the room, was able to run.
So Brockton's got to tighten up on those bootlegs by the quarterback. So Edmonds is going to go in the pistol. Webb is going to be the back with him. As 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and the coach is going to call a timeout. There's something he doesn't like, as Brockton is going to be able to talk this over on the sidelines. They've been a little confused defensively tonight, Orlando.
Right, Brockton's had trouble with quarterbacks rolling out early to start the year. There's been just too much space when the plays break down, and as you see there, and a 15-yard penalty on top of that wasn't going to help either. But back to the referees. You got to be consistent. You got to call it both sides. You got to call it. Tyler was clearly hit out of bounds earlier and no call. And on that play, the quarterback barely gets out of bounds, gets hit, and you throw the flag.
So Brockton last week had 11 penalties. So far tonight, through a quarter and about 2 minutes, they're at 6 already. And we talked about this for the last several seasons. To beat good teams, you have to be disciplined on the football field. It's nice to be aggressive, but you got to be aggressive between the sidelines, not out of bounds. And I don't want to take anything from Xavier Cologne. He's been their best defender all season, and he is just being aggressive out there. It's just
And another scoring update: Zavarian and Everett, 14-0 Everett second quarter. Zavarian second quarter.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 24-yard line. They're going to go right out to the line of scrimmage. Brockton's going to remain in that 43 front with Jared Mighty back there at safety. And there's going to be a fake as Edmonds has time. He looks, he's going to throw the ball into space, and that's going to be a missed tackle by Brockton and another 11 yards.
Yeah, that time Cologne will be another penalty.
That one's going to be on Franklin.
The flags are flying. And again, the quarterback, a freshman, is showing such composure inside the pocket.
Got to put pressure on him. He's a freshman. Put pressure on him. Don't let him sit back there and get comfortable. If he beats you with pressure on him, you tip your cap to him. So this looks like it should be 15 yards going the other way after the first down catch. Let's see what happens. Maybe they call, because Dyer Cologne responded by pushing back. I don't think it was anything they're going to call 15 yards on, that's a dead ball penalty. So it'll be first down and probably.
If it's a dead ball penalty, it should be second down, correct?
I think they get the first down. It was the end of the play. So it'll be first down for Franklin at their own 29-yard line. So Franklin gets their second penalty of the night, and that's going to knock their field position back a little bit. But again, the tackling by Brockton in the secondary is simply not good enough. Too many missed tackles, too many guys open. So let's see what the Panthers have here. They've opened up the playbook. You've seen the quarterback roll out to both sides. You've seen guys in motion. You've seen handoffs to.
And I'm surprised
they're
not putting pressure on this freshman quarterback and making him feel uncomfortable.
So you got 4 receivers to the left motion. That's going to be handed off to the motion man. Gets up the middle before any contact, and he's going to gain 8 yards.
Yeah, lowers his shoulder, and he took on Jared Mighty that time, and that favored him. Wow.
So 8 easy yards for Franklin will make this 2nd and 2. As Franklin is doing just about what they want on offense right now.
Yeah, very sloppy football right now from the Brockton Boxers defensively. Very sloppy.
So you see the same formation, 3 receivers left, all bunched up, 1 receiver who motions, and they're going to run the same play the other way. And it looks like Brockton has it, and that's a really good play by number 2 by Brockton.
Yeah, that's O'Neal right there. Good to get him back, making a great play there.
The junior, Drayvon McNeil, he was not playing last week, and he makes a good play right there to knock him back 4 yards to make it 3rd down and 5. Obviously 4 down territory for the Panthers. We're under 10 minutes. Brockton leads 6-0. And you watch it right there. The pursuit by Drayvon McNeil is just really good. And you see him lower his shoulders, form tackling. Good play by the junior. So Edmonds is going to have 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. The lone back looks like it's Weber. 3rd down and about 4. And it's a fake, and he's going to boot. He's going to look. He throws it down the field, and that is a touchdown.
Yeah, terrible coverage that time by the other Cologne. He's saying push-off, but that's just unacceptable.
So
easy play.
That was an easy pitch and catch for Barnstable. The long touchdown pass will make this a 6-6 game as Brockton gives back that lead.
Yeah, let's look at this. I mean,
it's the same play, bootleg, fake, rollout, and he's just wide open.
Not good coverage at all. Call it how it is, man.
So Franklin always has different special teams looks and extra points. If they see something they like, they'll run a 2-point conversion right up the middle. As they will kick it back inside with the lineman, and they will try to go for the extra point to take a 7-6 lead. The snap is good, the kick is down, and it is good. So Franklin on the touchdown pass by the freshman will make this a 7-6 game as Brockton will get the ball back for the 3rd time tonight.
Right, and again, that last touchdown, just an easy.
It was 8-9 yards every play. It was just
pitch and toss, and can't be more easier than that.
So the boxes.
Let's look at the replay again.
He fakes, he rolls out to the left, and you throw down there, and it looks like, to be fair, it looks like Dial Cologne tripped a little bit, so that did not help the situation, and he was wide open, and it's an easy catch for the Panthers to make this a 7-6 game.
If I'm not mistaken, the Cologne, they're brothers, right?
They're brothers.
Not a good try for the Colognes there, man. 1 15-yard penalty, and his brother gets beat there on that play, but let's see if they can recover. It's still early in this game.
So back deep will be Jared Mighty and Burke. And it's a little poop hits to the left, and that's going to be caught. And going to run forward, my friend. You cannot run
what are we doing here?
Sideways. That is just not good enough special teams right there. As you lose about 8 yards right there.
He lost about 10 because he could have at least got to the 30.
Jared Mighty's telling him that right now. And that is number 19, Emmanuel Namruka. He is he's a senior. So that's something you hope they talk about during the week. If they're going to pooch kick, you tell your player to go forward.
Talking to him right now.
He's just running backwards. So 1st down for the Boxers at the 20. They're down for the 1st time tonight.
Unbelievable.
And Semedo will come out with 2 receivers, right and left, Burke in the slot, and it looks like the back will be Tyler. Going to be a fake, and that's going to be kept by Semedo up the middle. And I think that's coming back with the motion penalty on Brockton. Let's see. It was a nice play call as Semedo kept it for about a 7-yard game. Let's see what the call is. Yep, it's coming back. Legal motion on Brockton.
Yeah, the 6th penalty on Brockton.
Seventh.
And Brockton has taken a turn.
Playing 4 good quarters
and
is
it's not
something
good.
Just hasn't happened since the Peter Colombo era. Just haven't played 4 good quarters. Against Bridgewater Rain they did, but since then it just hasn't happened enough for Brockton football fans. So 1st down and 15 for the Boxers. Semedo with some work to do here. Kavion Burke He'll switch over in the slot with Jared Mighty next to him. Mighty's in motion. They're going to give him the ball. He has a little bit of room upside, and that's just good tackling by Franklin. And they just scouted that out. That play right now, they're not going to let Jared Mighty beat them in any sweeps.
Yeah, big number 28, Jake Frigon, with a great play. That's the second time he's done that against Jared Mighty on that same play.
So we're under 8 minutes here. 7-6 Franklin. Brockton does not want to give the ball back right here and give Franklin the ball back at midfield. So second down at about 16 for the Boxers. Brockton will flip those receivers over to left and right, 4 wide. C.J. Tyler's the lone back. Jared Mighty has got man coverage with the safety, it looks like, helping out. And Tomato's back. He's back. He looks. He throws the ball deep, and he's open. And he catches it. And he has it done. He may go. And there's no flags. And that is going to be the junior, Kavion Burke.
Junior to junior, Submetal to Burke on a perfect play. And Brockton strikes back.
And what a throw by Marciano Submetal. As Franklin's going to have trouble covering the outside. We're going to see it right here. It starts up front with good blocking by the Boxers. And look at this throw right here. That is just perfect. As Burke shows those terrific hands. And let's see if Brockton goes for 2. No, they're going to send, I like this by, put points on the board. As Danny De Silva will come out and try to make this a 13-7 game.
Yeah, if I'm Brockton, I'm the offensive coordinator, man. Pick this defense apart. You're able to give the quarterback some time. I'm not saying abandon the run, but throw. Guys are open all around the field here.
So the snap is down. The kick is no good again. So Danny De Silva, 2 misses tonight, and that
was a bad snap.
Unfortunately for the Boxers, when they score points, they can't get the special teams to cooperate and put the extra points up, as Brockton has only got 2 touchdowns with no extra points for 12 points. And once again, it starts up front with good blocking by the Boxers. And Semedo, I tell you, he's accurate. Anything 15, 20 yards down the field, he puts the ball where it's supposed to.
You're right.
And Burke showing that speed.
Yeah, and after we seen Fergon with a great play, that time he was clearly beat by Burke for the touchdown.
So the Boxers here at 6 minutes and 49 seconds have got the lead back. They're going to kick off, and let's see what Coach John Shelby on that defense has made some adjustments to stop that Franklin offense, because that last series, Franklin was averaging about 10 yards a play. Danny De Silva will be the kicker. Maybe, you know what, Orlando, playing some receiver tonight, affecting him kicking?
Yeah.
Not used to it.
Yeah. Usually that's automatic for Batista. I'm surprised he has missed 2, but again, it's going to be penalty on Brockton.
That's going to be another penalty, special teams penalty on Brockton.
8th penalty, first half.
That will be their 8th penalty of the night, and that will be illegal procedure on the Boxers. And that will move them back 5 yards on the kick. And once again, we talk about stuff that should be cleaned up during the week. That's inexcusable penalties. And I'm sure these coaches, they talk about it all week. They work on it all week. They got to be pulling their hair out on some of these penalties. So the Boxers, after the long touchdown, will be kicking off after a 5-yard penalty. Instead of the 35 or the 40, they are going to kick from the 35 as Franklin will move their kick return is up to about the 25-yard line. It looks like Weber and Ajoku are back there as Danny De Silva will kick. And it's a nice, good squib kick. I like the idea right here. And Franklin will take it, and he takes it down, and that's going to be good coverage by the Boxers as Franklin will have good field position at the 40 as the Boxers will come out for their 3rd series on defense.
Brockton's lucky not to get a penalty there with a guy already on the ground. You're taking a shot at him, but.
So Franklin, Ethan Edmonds, the freshman, has a long touchdown throw tonight on a 29-yard pitch and catch. We'll come back out and let's see what Brockton does differently to try to stem the tide here for Franklin. Looks like Edmonds with Weber, the two backs back there, will be Stephen Reed with them as they throw a bunch of different looks at you every time. So that's going to be a fake, and Reed has the ball, and good tackle,
Nice
good pursuit, and Xavier and Cologne.
Yeah, making up for that 15-yard penalty with a great play there.
Really good open field tackle by the senior linebacker. As he usually defensively, he's just about everywhere on the field for the Boxers.
Yeah, you look at the time here, it's 6 minutes and 20 seconds, and the clock is ticking. Franklin, it's a big, could be a big stop for Brockton for the simple fact that Franklin gets the ball in the second half. You know, you want to go into the half with the lead here.
So 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Looks like Reed and Weber remain back there with Ethan Edmonds as the Boxers are trying to get off the field. They motion Reed out. And Edmonds will be back. He has lots of time. He throws the ball in space. And nice job by Dial Cologne coming up and making the tackle.
Again, Cologne's back-to-back with great plays. Looking like they're trying to recover from their last series with 2 good plays there.
So a 4-yard gain, maybe 5 yards, will make it 3rd down and 6 as Brockton, once again, 3rd down and long, Orlando. Can they get off the football field?
Good question.
And that was number 18 on the catch right there, Joey Tarantino for Franklin. They'll have 2 backs. It'll be Reed and Weber once again, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Reed motions out. 3rd down at about 6.
Could be a big stop here for Brockton.
It's a bad low snap. Edmonds has time. Brockton has time. Oh, he's wide open again. Just not good enough coverage by the Boxers. As Edmonds on the low snap was able to roll out, and underneath has been.
There's a flag on the field.
I think it's a face mask, Orlando.
Unbelievable.
So that will be enough for the 1st down as Edmonds kept his composure, and the ref is.
You got to call a timeout here.
That will be 15 more yards for the Boxers defensively tonight. That will be penalty. Was that number 9? 15-yarder will give Franklin a 1st down at the Brockton 32 on 3rd down and 6. Looked like Brockton had a little bit of pressure, but the freshman kept his composure. And once again, the throws underneath are just wide open.
That was a good throw, but he's
wide open. So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs. 1st down for the Panthers at the 32. And that will be, it looks like a handoff to Reed. He bounces it outside, and it looked like Brockton had him. And once again, really just losing some containment there by the Boxers will allow Reed to gain 6 extra yards.
And again, Philippe is a non-factor again for the 3rd straight game for Brockton. We just haven't mentioned his name enough. He's supposed to be one of the best players on that Brockton defensively the side, right?
See it right here by the Boxers. Just not keeping to their zone, their own angles right there. And the easy run will gain 7 yards. As Franklin will come out 2nd down and 2. Playbook wide open again. 2 backs will be Weber and Reed as Reed motions. And Edmonds has time. No pressure again. Thrown out to the flat. Wide open. Missed tackle by the Boxers. As the pitch and catch into space as Brockton will allow Franklin to get that easy 1st down once again, as it will be a 1st down for Franklin at the Brockton 17-yard line.
Yeah.
As Xavier and Cologne just a little bit aggressive right there, over pursued a bit. As you see the play, they're just throwing the ball into space.
Yeah, freshman Ethan Edmonds right now picking the Brockton Boxers apart. Not good enough.
So 1st down for the Panthers. They're looking to take the lead here. We're under 4 minutes. The Boxers lead by 5. And Edmonds will keep it himself right up the middle. A lot of room. And he'll gain about 9. Losing containment once again. It's been an issue.
I'm surprised no timeout has been called right now, because you got to get stuff under control here. These are big points just before the half.
As the Boxers were faked out there by Edmonds, he faked the motion to Reed, kept it himself, and he had a lot of space. We see it right here. You see the fake right there to Reed, and there's just room up the middle, and 9 yards before there was any contact.
Yeah, clock 2:30 and ticking. Franklin's taking their time.
So first down inside the 10-yard line for the Panthers. As that will be a hand to Reed again, and he's just going to run out there for another 8 yards. Probably 7 yards, I'm sorry. He'll get it down to about the 2 before the Boxers push him out of bounds. Let's see if Brockton will use some timeout and try to get the ball back and put some scores on the board. And I think they do. You'll see a timeout by the Boxers.
Well, he did win out of bounds, so
that's true.
You don't need a timeout here.
Let's see if Brockton uses them, though, because Franklin has a 2nd and goal at the – it was actually a first down run. So 1st and goal at about the 2.
And a bunch formation here.
Not enough from Brockton's
Possible
defensive line
sneak
tonight.
It's like a quarterback sneak coming here. Oh.
And he jumps outside and just over pursuit by the Brockton cornerback, and he's easy touchdown.
Again, everybody just looking at each other like just terrible.
Looked like Dial Colombo was there, just kind of cut it up inside a little bit. Supposed to break down and make the tackle, but a good run by Reed, and that's going to be a touchdown run for Franklin as they try to go up by 2 points as the Boxers left 2 minutes left to try to get the ball back and score right here. You see it right there.
Not a good pursuit at all.
Just not good enough by the Brockton defense, and seeing a lot of stuff. They're going to drive John Shelby crazy. Those big 2D tackles standing up whenever. They got to stay low. Got to use that leverage and their size to their advantage. So it looks like Franklin will go for 2 to try to make this 15-12. As that's going to be a reverse. And it looks like Brockton has a stop right there, and they do. Good defense right there by the Boxers as they'll cut that play down and keep that a 13-12 game, and they'll have a chance with 2 minutes left to move the ball down and either get it into field goal range or score a touchdown. As we see it right here, Franklin used, that's an Everett play right there.
Double handoff.
The double wing
Didn't
reverse.
Fool Jackson.
And good tackle by number 13 by Brockton. And that would be Tyrese Jackson, the junior linebacker.
Defensively, not a good series. Again, penalties.
But enough time to go into that locker room. John Shelby, Hall of Famer, Brockton Hall of Famer. Great Brockton linebacker. We'll be able to talk to his defense along with head coach Jilson Silva, Ken Velez, and the other guys. You know what, Orlando, they can't go out there and play for him either. They tell the kids what to do. Sometimes those kids get out there and make the plays. So it's going to be kicked away from Jared. No, Jared Mighty's going to get a chance. Picks up the ball. Let's see if he can get to the outside. He does. Cuts it back up the middle.
Another penalty.
And we're going to get another penalty on Brockton. That will be number 9. It looks like it's going to be holding on the Boxers. And that will push them, and that's got to be the 4th or 5th special teams penalty.
I mean, that flag was thrown before Jared even caught the ball.
So, penalty number 9 on Brockton tonight will move them back 10 yards, and they'll be starting about their own 10-yard line. But Brockton has a distinct advantage. Their receivers against Franklin secondary. Let's see if Coach Barrow's going to have something dialed up right here and take advantage of that. Franklin has real problems covering the Brockton receivers. 1:54, second quarter. Leo Genatasio along with Orlando Galveo, David Eric, Curtis Reese, of course, the postman Mike Simmons, Brockton Community Access. Catch us on the Brockton channels, home of the Brockton Boxers. So Marcio Semedo will come out. 2 touchdown pass tonight, over 100 yards. He's got 4 on the season right now. As the Boxers will come out, you'll see sophomore Quentin Montero, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Semedo's back. He's going to have a lot of pressure, and he's knocked down. And that will be a sack and a loss of about 12 right there as he went untouched as no one picked up the blitzing outside linebacker. And that will be number 7 for Franklin, and that will be Eric Diaz.
Yeah, and if you're Brockton, you certainly don't want to give Franklin the ball back.
You see it right here.
To score another touchdown and get the ball back to start the second half.
No one there.
This is turning right now ugly.
So the Boxers at under 2 minutes. They don't want to give the ball back to Franklin with under it, because if Franklin puts up another score, I think that will be tough for the Boxers. But let's see. Second down and looks like 22 as they'll go into the eye right here. They haven't done this all season. Fullback with the deep back. Let's see if Brockton can get some yards here. And that's going to be a handoff and
What a play.
And nothing doing. And Franklin will use timeouts right there.
Smartly.
So a timeout by the Panthers as Brockton will be 3rd down and 22. They're down 13-12 in a game where Brockton had a chance early. They scored, they got a turnover, and unfortunately the yellow flags have been Brockton's biggest enemy tonight. 9 of them.
Undisciplined.
9 of them.
Discipline is like an issue right now.
So let's see what we have here. Franklin with 57 seconds. Looks like they're going to get the ball back unless the Boxers come up with a miracle play here. Might as well take a shot deep. It's like a punt, right? Game turned on that Brockton's second possession when Franklin fumbled on their opening snap, and Brockton had a long conversion inside the 15-yard line, but a holding call by the Boxers resulted in Brockton having to punt.
And Leo, I'll tell you something right now. Brockton, very fortunate considering 10 penalties to Franklin's 1, right? To be down only 13-12. But you got to keep it here at bay. You can't fall behind any more than this with Franklin getting the ball back.
No, not if you're not going to get the stops you need. So let's see what the Boxers do here. They're going to come right out to the line of scrimmage. Down 13-12. Both teams coming in at 0-2. Both teams must-win situations as far as playoff scenarios considered. You got to get wins. And Brockton's going to remain in that eye. Let's see if they fake it out of this and take a shot deep to Mighty. And they do. He's going to roll, and there's nothing there. And that's a good play by the quarterback. He didn't fool anyone there. There's only 2 receivers. Franklin had 5 guys back.
It's got a penalty, and again, another penalty on Brockton. Franklin will decline this. I think it was a guy illegally down the field, so wouldn't have mattered anyway.
So 4th down, Franklin with 49 seconds left are going to get the ball back as they decline the illegal man downfield, and Coach Silver and the rest of the crew is going to have to get the boys into the locker room. Still a game they can win.
Yeah, but
in the football game, but got to make a lot of adjustments.
Let's not forget though, this half ain't over yet, Leo. 49 seconds left. Franklin, I believe, still has 1 timeout left, and you cannot fall behind more than this 13-12. I'll tell you that right now.
The Boxers next week will be at Lincoln Sudbury as Danny DeSilva is back to kick. Franklin has both receivers up here at the 45-yard line. Snap should be good here, hopefully, for the Boxers.
Brockton has struggled.
It's a good one.
Snaps.
And Danny Silva gets a decent kick. Let's see if it's caught in the air. It gets a good bounce. Stephen Reed's going to head to the outside. Cuts it back up inside, back to the outside. And a good return by the senior. As Franklin will get 37 seconds left at the 30-yard line.
And again, Stephen Reed the senior, the good things there, recovering that punt and getting yardage. That's exactly what he did, and then it sets up Franklin
here.
and
cuts it back inside to the outside,
play.
And good pursuit right there by number 19 for Brockton, who never gave up on the play, and that is Emmanuel Naruko, the senior.
But again, no pressure it's no pressure on the quarterback, Leo.
Well, if you're going to give up plays, Orlando, might as well, try to get the quarterback uncomfortable.
It's like they're sitting in the zone, and it's no activity out there. It's not aggressive enough for me.
So let's see what the Boxers have here. They're going to motion Franklin, and there's not a lot of pressure. He's going to throw over the bin. He's wide open. Let's see. And Mighty gets the interception.
Yep.
As that's a big-time play by Jared Mighty to able to hang on to that ball, and a huge break for the Boxers. As that throw was a little bit high. He was open, but the throw was a little bit high.
And the tip drill went in effect there, and Mighty able to pick it off. And Brockton hopefully now.
You see it right here. Edmonds, he was open. It's just a high throw, and really good play by the senior Jared Mighty.
Freshman quarterback for Franklin, Ethan Edmonds, has been fabulous all night, but a little bit high, like you said. Catchable, was in his hands, but unable to corral it, and Brockton picks it off.
So let's see if the Boxers take a shot here. They got the ball at their own 8-yard line. and they've had some success throwing the ball deep. Semedo back. He's got time. He's going to look. He's going to go, and he is going to go down for the sack as the coverage. They had 3 guys back on number 12 for Brockton.
And if you're Brockton,
just get into
I think you just want to get into the
no more turnovers here. Don't want to turn
the half
over here.
Because
Franklin's not going to let you beat you deep. They got everyone back right there.
You don't want any mistakes right now. You have no timeouts left. There's 19 seconds, Chef. You're deep in your territory. You got to play smart here.
So the Box is down 13-12. 19 seconds left in the first half. At halftime, of course, we have the Brockton High Band, the Majorettes, the Color Guard, the cheerleaders, directed by Andy Fantuccio.
Yeah, speaking of halftime, Xaverian Everett at halftime. 21-0 Xaverian. And Prep continues to pour it on Central Catholic, shutting them out as well.
So a good night for the Catholic Conference.
Always a good night for the Catholic Conference. And CM, a team that Brockton is going to play tomorrow. What a team they are. Can't wait to see them in a couple weeks.
So Semedo's in the pistol. He's got time. He's going to look. He throws the ball over, and it's incomplete. And not a bad decision by Semedo. No one was over there to intercept it. As Brockton may have to pump the ball back here. As we are at 13 seconds, 3rd down and 10 for the Boxers.
They might run the ball here. 3rd down, Franklin got no timeouts left. They took 2 shots, and they might just want 13 seconds left, run the ball here, go into the half, down 1.
So Semedo talking it over with the sidelines. Looks like is that Mike Norman, who freshman coach who's giving the plays?
Yep, looks like it. Promising future for him.
Done a terrific job.
He's a great coach.
Program.
Yep. Shout out to Michael Norman.
So Semedo's under center here, and it looks like they will do the hand. They're going to take a knee. So I like that decision. So we're going to go into halftime here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, Armand Colombo Field. Franklin on the strength of a couple touchdown pass and run and conversion points. Lead Brockton 13-12.
Yeah, that's the difference. And can't forget about the penalties. Brockton's got to go into the locker room and talk about these penalties and being undisciplined. Clean that up going into the second half if they're going to win this game, Leo.
We'll see you at the second half.
Yeah.
Brockton High Marching Band is proud to present their 2025 halftime show, Signature Sound, showcasing some of the most original and innovative musical artists of the modern era. The Brockton High Marching Band is honored to perform for you and to represent the City of Champions. Now, please welcome, under the field direction of drum majors Andrew Bassett, Victoria Florio, and Damian Sampath, the Brockton High Marching Band. Let's hear it from the Brockton High Marching Band. The marching band is under the direction of Andrew Santuccio, Assistant Director Debbie Chen, Percussion Instructor Daniel Alves, Color Guard Instructors Jennifer McKenzie and Christina Cracknell, Majorette Instructor Judy Noon, Halftime Dancing Instructor Angelina Gianniani, and marching band staff Cody Klein and Kristen Fuller. Thank you once again, Brockton High Marching Band. Always bringing it.
Welcome back. Second half action about to start here at Marciano Stadium. I'm in Colombo Field. Leo Genitaccio. I'm here with the legend, Brockton legend, Orlando Galveo. Mike the Postman Simmons. David Eric. Curtis Reese on the production. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. The Brockton Boxers got the opening kickoff. They were able to convert a 3rd and long and a long catch by Quinton Montero from Marcio Cimetto. And Jared Mighty took the 6-yard touchdown run to give Brockton a 6-0 lead after the missed conversion. Franklin turned the ball over in their first play. Brockton had a first down to the 14-yard line. It was called back by one of their 9 penalties in the first half. They punted. Franklin got the ball back. They scored on a 3rd down, 29-yard throw by freshman Ethan Edmonds. Franklin was able to get the ball back. Brockton stopped them. Brockton was able to score on a long touchdown pass from Marcio Cimetto to junior Kavion Burke. That lead was short-lived as Franklin was able to come back and score to take a 13-12 lead. Orlando, as much as we talk about the Boxers' inabilities to not commit penalties and inconsistent tackling, it's still 13-12.
13-12, then is correct. And considering all the penalties, Brockton is very fortunate to be down only 13-12. And freshman quarterback from Franklin, don't look like a freshman, by the way, having a great game, good presence in the pocket, doing very well. And Stephen Reed, the senior, is stepping up and helping out the freshman, making great plays out there for the Franklin Panthers.
So Franklin will get the opening kickoff. Probably a must for the Boxers to keep this a one-score game. Brockton, once again, 0-2 coming in. Franklin, unaccustomed to being 0-2, and a must-win situation for both teams. I'm sure Coach Gilson Silva and the rest of the staff talked to Brockton and the players about cleaning stuff up.
And it was funny. I was gonna. You usually the one to ask me the question. I was gonna ask you the question. What do you think was said in that locker room? Considering the sloppy play, the penalties, the undisciplined. What do you think Sylvia is in there saying? Because I can't.
Can't be happy.
Yeah.
Can't 3 games into the season for some of the penalties they've had tonight. Legal man downfield, some holding, some special teams penalties, which has plagued Brockton for the last several years. I'm sure he's just not happy. These are good young Brockton coaches that played Brockton High football. They were coached by Armand Colombo. They were coached by Peter Colombo, Bobby O'Neill, Chris Brennan. I mean, some terrific Brockton coaches that won championships and emphasized discipline and playing clean football. So I'm sure it's something they go over consistently with their players. And once again, they can't go out there and play for them. It's up to the players to go out there and be mentally tough and make good decisions.
And not to mention, before the game, we stressed that. You just can't make mistakes against Franklin. Historically, when they've played you, they've capitalized off your mistakes, and they seem to be doing that very well. You look at the beginning of the game, Franklin's first play, matter of fact, turnover. And you say, okay, maybe this could be a different type of game for the Brockton Boxers today against the Franklin Panthers. But now, as this game has gone down towards halftime, you've seen the same struggles, the same mistakes by the Brockton Boxers, and just mistakes that don't have to be done. You know, we're talking about personal fouls and it's just not good if you're going to win. If you're going to beat a good team like Franklin.
So some concerning stuff finishing out that first half. Brockton moved backwards in both their last possessions with penalties and inability to come up with some plays. And defensively, again, on 3rd and 2nd and longs, they're throwing the ball underneath, and Brockton's coverage just not being good enough. It's something they got to improve if they're gonna beat teams, especially good teams, and get on the victory scoreboard, as we will say, because Brockton just hasn't won a game.
Oh, okay. So again, obviously the keys to the second half is no penalties, right?
Discipline, tackling,
and
coverage.
And most importantly, this first possession by Franklin would be good to see a 3-and-out, a stop here, at least.
So Brockton will be kicking to the south end of the end zone. Danny DeSilva will kick the ball, and it's a good one. He'll kick it back deep, and it looks like that's Stephen Reed as he heads right up the middle and cuts it back to the inside, and the tackling is pretty good. Gang tackling by the boxes right there. Led once again by Xavier Cologne. We say his name all night. For as much as we want to say stuff and he misses plays, he is the heart and soul of that defense. He's their best player on that defense, and if there's usually a tackle, he's around the ball.
Well, if he's their best player in that defense, he better step up here in the second half for the Brockton Boxers, because they're going to need that.
So first down for the Panthers at around their 26.5-yard line here in the third quarter. They lead 13-12. As the Boxers, let's see what adjustments they make. It looks like you'll see Weber and Reed in the backfield with Ethan Edmonds with 2 or 3 receivers. That will be a fake. And Edmonds has time. He looks, he throws the ball deep, and that's Jared Mighty's back there. And could be offensive pass interference. Jared Mighty had a chance at the interception. Good play by the Franklin receiver, number 5. Weber, who was able to really get a hand on Mighty and not let him get 2 hands on the ball. So nice play by Weber there, avoiding the turnover.
Great play by Mighty, and again, try to corral it with 1 hand, but great coverage that time by Mighty on that play.
So a flag, let's see who it is. They pick it up. Looks like the Brockton declined. There was a flag on the field, so I don't know if it was an inadvertent flag, but either way, 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers, as wholesale changes to their formation, and you'll see 1 back and 4 receivers to the freshman quarterback.
I would assume they picked up that flag. Brockton would back them up, certainly.
So that's just going to be a inside handoff, and once again, the tackling just not good enough. Once again, really bad, poor tackling by Brockton.
And
that's just a sweep, a 10-yard, 11-yard sweep for Franklin.
Again, you usually don't see Jared Mighty doing that.
Head down,
yep.
Missed the tackle, and that wasn't just him. That was everyone over there. We see it right here. And that's Weber right there.
Who's been very quiet so far. It's been mostly Reed, and Thomas has done the damage in the freshman quarterback. And before the game, the coach Raleigh stated that Weber is their best player, so he's been very quiet, so you don't want him to wake up.
So Xavier Cologne came from the other side of the field to make that tackle. That's something you just don't want to see. Your outside linebacker to the right coming 20 yards across the field to make the tackle. So 3 receivers again. Lone back will be Weber. First down and 10 at their 41. As he'll keep the ball. He rolls out to the left. He's got time. He's going to run. He throws the ball. He was open, but he threw it behind him, and the coverage was okay by Brockton. And once again, that's Xavier Cologne in coverage.
Yeah, the reason why the pass was behind him, though, is because Bessa was bearing down on him and forced him to throw it inaccurate.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, 2nd and 3rd and long have been Brockton's Achilles heel the past couple of weeks. Let's see if they can get Franklin to punt the football here.
2nd down, right?
Franklin's opened up the playbook. They throw lots of different looks at you. Lots of motion, lots of quarterback rollouts to the left and right, and lots of throws underneath the coverage. So they are going to go at a different formation this time. Edmonds is by himself in the pistol with 5 receivers. They're going to motion Weber, and we make it a 5-yard penalty. Might be a motion call.
It is.
On Frank. No, offsides on Brockton. So that will be penalty number 10, and that is just backbreaking from Brockton. That's just lining up offsides. So that's double digits in penalties, back-to-back weeks for Brockton.
South Shore action, Abington and Hingham. Abington takes an early 7-0 lead with 2:14 left to play in the first quarter.
So the boxes, once again, 5 easy yards for Franklin. We'll make this a 2nd and 5, close to midfield, 45-yard line. They're down 13-12. As that will be a hand to Weber in motion. He looks upfield and he makes a huge run, runs over Jared Mighty, and he will run down to the Brockton 20 on a physical run. And a lot of that stuff after the play, the first down sign and the flex of the muscles, that was called earlier this year for taunting. Not seeing the flags for that tonight.
Yeah, but give Weber a lot of credit that time. Looked like Derrick Henry takes the ball on a little jet sweep, and Mighty comes up to him. He's like, get out the way.
Terrific run.
Unbelievable run. Credit to Weber.
So first down for the Panthers at the 22. If they come out at halftime, right where they picked up in the second half, where they
Brockton looks flat,
moving the
and whatever was said in the locker room right now is not working to stop this series.
So the coverage is soft again, 10 yards off the ball. Edmonds is in the pistol with 2 backs. And that's going to be a fake, and Edmonds keeps the ball, and he's going to run, and there's going to be about 12 yards, 11 yards before anyone makes any contact there by Brockton.
Yeah, Franklin's doing what they want, when they want, and no challenge right now. Brockton's defense not giving a challenge that they're going to stop Franklin anytime soon. This is just way too easy.
And you see the middle linebacker just losing containment, taking himself right out of the play.
Yep.
Just no chance right there.
And again, Philippe Jean, a non-factor in this game. I don't think he's even made a tackle in this game.
So first down for Franklin. Well, 2nd down on the 9-yard run, and they will go, looks like, to the – and they fumbled the ball. That was the only way they're going to get stopped on that play.
That's a
big
big
was
fumble
wide
there.
Open. So 3rd down and 3.
Instead of probably a first down, now it's 3rd down at about, like you say, 3.
Maybe 4.
Yep.
As they ran the wing right there, and the pitch was behind the running back, and they were fortunate to.
Yeah, you're kind of surprised at that play. You're going down the field, we're doing whatever you want.
Overcoaching.
And then, you know.
They're averaging 8, 9 yards a play in their offense, but they're going to stay with it. They ran this offense for a 2-point conversion. Brockton stopped them, and they tried the wing reverse, double wing reverse. So 3rd and 4. Let's see if they throw out of this. And he keeps it. He runs up the middle, and he gains.
It's going to be 4th down and short.
Maybe 3 yards. And the keeper by the quarterback.
And I expect
4th down and 1.
To set up in that same formation and go right off it. I don't expect that's going to change.
So the Boxers need a stop here as Franklin is looking to take a possibly an 8 or 9 point lead. We're under 8 minutes in the 3rd quarter. As let's see if Brockton can move those big 2D tackles and have them stay low on the ball. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a fake. It looks like Brockton had him. I don't know. That's going to be close, Orlando.
That last push might have got him the first down.
Yeah, he's still moving his leg. I think that's going to be a first down.
Not according to the spot, though.
We'll see. Decent defense by the Boxers right there.
Franklin players are saying first down, and Brockton saying first down their way, but the referees say timeout. We're going to check it out and see what we got.
That's good right here. You see
he didn't look like he got much. It's going to depend on the measurement, but this would be huge.
It's a big one right here. I thought he had it. Thought that last effort carried a couple of the Brockton D tackles with him. Let's see what the spot says. First down.
Oh, they stopped him. Wow. Oh.
So first down for the Panthers at the 11-yard line.
Wow.
Well,
the reaction of Cash, I would have thought Brockton got that turnover.
In 2004 and 5, that's not a first down. Nowadays, just doesn't seem like Brockton gets those breaks. So first down for the Panthers at the 12-yard line.
And again, Franklin using the clock, going into 5 minutes in this drive, and
moving
just
into
wearing Brockton down.
Moving into that double wing.
That should be terrible pursuit.
Terrible
pursuit.
It's just they take themselves out of chance to make the tackle there. As Brockton looked like they had him, but the angles they take are just not correct. And it's 6 easy yards when it should be possibly stopped in the backfield.
It looked like Colombo had an edge, right? 26.
Take himself right out of the play.
And he just stopped.
And the head's down tackling. Instead of form tackling with your head up, the heads are completely down. And, I mean, that's stuff you should be working on in the practice. So, 2nd down and about 4 as they remain in that double wing. Quarterback keeps it. That's okay defense by Brockton by the D tackles right there. Gain of about 3 as they will move it to about 3rd down.
This is just wearing the Brockton boxes down and killing the clock.
So a touchdown here could possibly make this an 8 or 9 point game for Franklin. As it's 3rd down and 3, and let's see if Brockton's going to have to buckle down. As they've been in that double wing for the last 4 plays, and let's see if they remain. They still could throw out of this. As they will remain in the double wing with the fullback and an H-back. Yeah, and they fake it. I thought they were going to throw out of it once, and here's the throw. He's wide open. So the fake, we knew that was coming at some point. The fake out of the wing, and the tight end releases over the middle, and there's no one within 7 yards of him. As Franklin will go up 19-12 with a chance to make this a 8-point lead. Just, you knew it was coming. At least me and you knew it was coming. So Franklin with a chance with the extra point to make this a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away. And you see it right here, the fake and the release to the back of the end zone. And there's no one.
And Brockton line just looking.
Good effort by Xavier Cologne.
It's unacceptable.
And it's going to be offsides on that play, yeah.
Unbelievable.
So they may go for 2 right here. As that play will move the ball close to the 1-yard line. Well, let's see if Franklin, they're going to send in and go, they're going to go for 2 now. That could be a really costly penalty. This could make this a 2-possession game right there by the Brockton special teams right there. As the ball will go down to the 1-yard line, and Brockton really needs to stop right here. We're under 6 minutes. Franklin kept that ball for almost 7 minutes of the 3rd quarter. They're going to stay in that wing. And there's going to be the toss. He runs over, and he goes untouched
and now it's
into
a 2-possession game.
Now
because of your
penalty number 11.
Penalties. I mean, unbelievable.
So we're here at 5 minutes and 33 seconds of the 2nd half as you see the 2-point conversion right here, and just
third quarter, Zavarian just exploded with a lot of points there. 35-6 in the 3rd quarter. Zavarian leading Everett.
So we'll see Jared Mighty and Kavion Burke back deep as the Box is in a must-score situation right now if they want to stop this 8-game losing streak to Franklin. In a game where a lot of people thought Brockton was going to win.
Yeah, and another game Brockton might be interested in. And BR is up 14-12 on Marshall. That's a big game there. It's a BR.
So Burke and Mighty deep as the Panthers have their biggest lead of the night at 21-12.
This is not good football by the Brockton Boxers right now at all.
And the kick is going to go over to Burke, and it's going to be way over his head. Hopefully he takes a knee, and he will. And you know what, Orlando, this isn't one of the better Franklin teams either. This is a game where Brockton, if they're playing cleaner football, they might be winning this game.
There's no urgency.
Let's see. Let's see on offense if they show some
after penalties. And whatever you did in the 1st half, it's continuing in the 2nd half. And the wheels go tumbling down, man.
So the Box is on a 1st down at their 20-yard line. Junior quarterback Marcio Semedo. It's been Brockton's best player the entire season. He's going to have to have some little 2nd half magic right here to give Brockton a chance to win this football game, as Franklin has all the momentum right now. CJ Tyler will be the lone back, as Brockton will be in that pistol with 2 receivers to the left and right. Mighty motions, and it's going to be a fake, and Tyler's going to get the ball. And he moves, and a little bit of too dancing right there.
Too much dancing.
He
Instead
had
of
a
hitting
hole.
the hole,
When he's effective, there's no dancing. That was too much right there.
You can't get the ball and act like you're at the nightclub. Start dancing on. It's not going to work.
So the game will gain about 2.5 yards on the fake motion to Jared Mighty and the handoff to C.J. Tyler. So the box is 2nd and 8. Coach Barros gets the play in.
And again, Jared Mighty is not really touching the ball much at all. I mean, you got to try to have some plays where you can get him in space to do some damage, and it's just not happening.
So Mighty goes over to the right. He's got single coverage. He's been in single coverage. Maybe some safety help shaded over there.
Definitely double teaming Mighty.
Semedo in the pistol, and it's going to go back to Tyler. And there's nothing there. And he's nice job cutting back inside, but it's going to be 3rd and long for the Boxers as trying to establish a run down by 9.
I'm surprised at that 2 plays right there. I mean, put Jared in the backfield. I mean,
well, if you're going to lose, get your best player of the ball. Maybe put him in the backfield. It's not a bad idea. So 3rd and 5, manageable for the Boxers. Punting back right now will not be beneficial for the Boxers' chances of winning the football game tonight. So Marcio Semedo is going to come to the huddle. We're under 5 minutes. They down. Brockton's down by 9.
It's like, Barrows relays the plays to Norman, and he gives it to the quarterback.
Offensive coordinator not on the field, Orlando?
No.
Up in the booth. Yep. So 3rd and 5, and 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. As they switch sides.
Again, they look confused.
Snap, he rolls to the right, he's open. Oh, we had him if you looked. Throws the ball across, a nice catch by Kavion Burke. Wow, that's a really good play by Burke. Yeah. A nice throw by Semedo across his body. He had Jared Mighty, held it. Burke came across, and he's been terrific all season. That's a good catch.
And considering all things, the way things are going, that's a big conversion. And Burke the junior, has been a bright spot for the Brockton Boxers tonight.
You see Semedo right here. He doesn't panic after Mighty, throws the ball across the body, and Burke, if the ball gets his hands, he's catching it.
Yeah, he might have over 100 yards receiving easy tonight.
So the 1st down conversion gives the Brockton the ball at the 42-yard line in another set of downs as they're down by 9. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. C.J. Tyler with an H-back. And that's going to be to C.J. He runs it. He really didn't have a lot of room right there.
That play is not working right now.
Good tackle by number 24.
Franklin's doing a good job, obviously.
Owen Eason, the kicker, along with number 73, Keaton Cooper. They've had their way up front with the Boxer interior. So maybe a yard, maybe a little bit less. 2nd and long, and let's see what Coach Barros has in mind. Brockton has yet to score 3 touchdowns in a game this season. Let's see if they can get a 3rd one tonight. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Semedo's back. He has time. He's going to look. He has Mighty number 9 deep, and that is pretty good coverage and underthrown.
Great
the receiver's got to come back for the ball, too.
Yeah. Again,
faster back to the huddle. Good effort. So that's number 9 for Brockton on the attempt.
There's a penalty is going to be on Brockton again, I believe.
Let's see if they decline that. Make it 3rd and long.
Again, Eagle man downfield again.
That was Malik Dorville, the senior, and he needed to come back for that ball. The throw was a little underthrown, but if he comes back to that ball, maybe he gets a pass interference because the Franklin defender didn't turn his back. So 3rd down and 10 as Brockton once again
walking down the field
on the verge of giving the ball back to Franklin. And Orlando, a lot of the positive stuff we thought last week with Barnstable has gone away so far tonight about getting better every week. Just not consistent enough. Pockets of good football, pockets of inconsistent penalty flag football.
Sloppy football, just not good enough. Man.
So 3rd down and 10, and let's see if Semedo can do something here. Got time, he's got time. He's got him wide open. That's going to be, catch, and he Would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, the sophomore again.
Good catch.
He should have had a touchdown. And we're going to have another penalty.
Flag. Too bad. Yeah, so the 12th penalty on Brockton will take away that first down. It was a good play call. He was wide open, and it was a good catch by
I want to see the replay because these flags are just coming out.
Yeah, it's a hold right there on number 50. He held him. He spun him. So that's obviously a penalty. That's on the sophomore. And that's a tough break for the Boxers because that would have been a first down. Actually, that's junior Jaden Serra on the penalty right there. Apologize. Don't want to get the sophomore in any trouble. We didn't cause a penalty. So 3rd down and 20 as Brockton once again had a 3rd down conversion. That's called back for their 13th penalty tonight.
One penalty on Franklin. One.
So here we go. 3rd down and 20. And it's going to be a fake. Semedo's going to look. He looks and throws the ball. Oh, what a catch by Burke.
That should be a horse collar tackle right there, unless he grabbed the shirt.
An unbelievable catch by Kavion Burke and a great throw by Semedo.
Brockton's got to go.
Oh, they're going. It's 4th down and less than a yard. As you'll see it right here. Let's see the rollout. And Semedo with an absolute dime into coverage. And what a catch by Burke. And yeah, well, I don't know if it's a horse collar, but he grabbed him by the back of the shirt. So 4th down and 2 for the Boxers. And running the ball has not really been successful.
Are you kidding me? The referees ain't going to call that, even if it was.
So 4th down, let's see what Brockton has right here. They have not been successful running the ball. As they got guys coming in and out of the field, you might have to call a timeout right here.
You do not want a 5-yard penalty here. See what happens here.
Let's go. They're going to go into the eye. They have not moved the ball well in this formation tonight. Oh, it's going to be a quarterback sneak, and then I don't think they're going to make that. Well, he might have. That late effort.
First down, that late push.
Yeah, it looks like he got it. Yep, they gave him the first down.
big throw by Semedo to Burke, and then that quarterback sneak, and Brockton moves the sticks after that big penalty.
Good effort by the quarterback right there because it looked like he was stopped in the second effort. Quarterback sneak on 4th and 2 was not much going up the middle. So Brockton are under 20 seconds here. They're down by 9. They might have 2 possessions left.
And the thing is, Franklin's only rushing 3. Why aren't you working at the underneath stuff? This is what you got to recognize that. They're rushing 3. Work the underneath stuff. It's open.
So we're going to go here at the end of 3 quarters. Franklin with the only score right there. A 4-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion has made this 21-12 as we head into the 4th quarter, Orlando. Brockton's got maybe 1-2 possessions left. They're going to need a stop and 2 scores.
Yeah, and this turns out to be a very, very important drive for Brockton. Down 2 possessions, you got to score here. You got to get something. And if you don't, the way the defense is going, this might be another L. But we're not going to say that right now. But this is turning out to be a very, very important drive for Brockton.
Really been impressed with Kavion Burke, the junior, catching the ball in all different types of situations. Deep, across the middle, in coverage. He's really adding something to the Brockton offense.
Right, that's one bright spot.
So the Boxers looking to get their first victory of the season. They're going to have to do it with a 4th quarter comeback.
Yeah.
Haven't had many of those the past several seasons.
Yeah, we got an out-of-town score that's really gotten out of hand. Zavarian up 49-6 on Everett. That game's pretty much over there.
Crimson Tide are in rebuilding mode after 25 years of great football. So
they're
first
playing
and 10.
the Zavarian Hawks. That's a very good football team right there. Now playing the Franklin Panthers.
1st and 10 for the Boxers. They're inside Franklin territory. And let's see if the Boxers start to move fast.
This is big, ladies and gentlemen. Big drive for the Brockton Boxers.
Going to be a fake and inside handoff to Tyler. He has room. That's a good run by the junior. As he will gain about 9. As they fake to the motion, an inside handoff. And when Tyler's effective, there's no dancing. He hits the hole hard.
Yeah, finally some room to run. A burst of speed there. Able to get about 9 yards, as you see here in the replay.
And you see the cutback. And there's Mason tackle and moving his legs. So 2nd and 1 for the Boxers. As let's see how fast they move. They are not going to have, it's a 12-minute quarter here that's going to be running. And if they're going to be lucky to get a second possession, they're going to have to score quickly and stop Franklin. That 2-point conversion penalty is going to loom large.
Yes, it is.
So let's see if Brockton takes a shot here on 2nd and 1.
Again, a little confusion at the line.
And they will. Cemeto's back. Good. Takes the time. He's going to throw the ball deep. He's looking for Jared Mighty.
That's a pass interference.
That's pass interference. So that's going to be 15 yards. As Jared Mighty tried to work back for the football. As number 51 for Franklin looks like he's cramping.
Yeah, that's actually a good penalty because Jared had a touchdown. It's only going to be, remember, high school rules is only a 15-yard penalty. So it's actually a good.
And once again,
PI.
a 50-yard dime by Marciano Cemeto. You see him right here. He's right around maybe 45 yards. That ball right there, I mean, that's thrown perfectly.
Yep.
If that's not a penalty, then yes, that's a touchdown. So the Boxers, with the 15-yard penalty, will have the ball about the 25-yard line as they're looking to get back on the scoreboard and make this a 1 or 2 point game.
Yeah, this is a must-score possession for the Brockton Boxers.
And let's give them credit. They had a 3rd down and 15, and Marciano Cemeto threw a perfect pass on the run across his body to Kavion Burke. And on 4th down, Cemeto on a second effort got the 1st down after a penalty on a throw to Quinton Montero. As number 51 is down for Barnstable, and it looks like he's cramping, and that is Adrian Rampino, the 2-way lineman for the Panthers. Any other scores tonight, Orlando?
We'll check it out. St. John's Prep is blowing out Central Catholic. Abington and Hingham 7-0 there.
BR?
BR 14-12. Milford up 28-7 on Wellesley. A lot of good games out there.
So good to see Rampino over on the running back to the sidelines.
Yeah, and I got an update also on the Abington Hingham game. It's now 14-7 Abington. And St. John's Prep's pouring it on 47-14.
Brian St. Pierre not
Central Catholic, a very good football team in Central Catholic getting gashed.
So 1st down for the Boxers at about the 23-yard line. Mighty motions, they're going to give it to him. This play hasn't worked tonight. He's going to try to get to that corner. He does a little bit. And he'll gain about 5, and a good tackle there by Weber. And Brockton will gain about 5, maybe 6.
Extra yardage there for Jared. Should have went down. Short, I'll take it, though.
The ball will be about the 19-yard line. Let's move that back to maybe 4 yards, maybe 5. So let's say 2nd and 5 for the Boxers.
Yeah, you look at Franklin, they're rushing only 3. And they're still able to get pressure. And we have 6.
Well, they're stopping the run with 3.
It's really 6 on 3, Leo.
They're stopping the Brockton run with 3 guys, which is not good for throwing the ball when you can drop 7 guys into coverage.
Absolutely.
So the Boxers were under 10 minutes. They're down by 9.
And if you look at Cemeto, every time we move the quarterback around, something good happens, right?
He's been effective rolling out to both sides of his body.
Yep.
Looks like they doubled Jared Mighty. Cemeto's going to be an inside handoff to Tyler, and he looks like he'll have the 1st down. And that's a good run. Look at him move those legs.
Look at this. This is what we need right here, and he's still going. They're not going to give him the yardage, but man, what a run.
So that effort by Tyler will give the Boxers 1st down at the 11-yard line as the chains will move.
Yeah, he's limping, though. Tyler, he's limping over there. He's been doing that since the 2nd quarter. I've noticed that, so might want to look at that.
Brockton can ill afford to lose another running back.
Lost 2 already to start the season. One being Christopher Soto, who was supposed to be their primary back this year.
So Tyler will remain in there. 2 receivers, right and left, an H-back, and a receiver, Burke, in the slot. And Burke's going to come out. They're going to fake it and give it back to Tyler. He jumps to the outside. Oh, I thought he had it right there. And he will get in the end zone, it looks like.
Nah, he's going to be short.
Short at the 1. He bounced that back inside.
But
I think if he stayed outside.
Let's hope he gets up there. What a run. The last 2 plays by the junior Tyler. C.J. Tyler. And now Brockton in a first and goal
from the 1.
Very short. You got to put it in here. Let's go.
Right here, you see it right there. If it looks like if he bounced, he cut it back inside.
Yep.
And it looked like he was in the end zone.
Nah, he was short.
Down.
He was short.
So Brockton
terrible spot, by the way. It should have been closer to the goal line.
So that will be about
terrible.
The 1. It looked like he was close to the goal line. So let's see what Brockton can do here. We're under 8 minutes. And they are going to be in the Wildcat from the 1. That's going to go to Jared Mighty. He moves up the middle, and he is a touchdown. So that will move this game to 21-18. Brockton down by 2. Let's see if they send out Danny DeSilva, which they should. The extra point will make it a 1 point.
Well, essentially you have to send him out there to make it a 2-point game.
Yeah, you don't.
You can't go for 2.
2 points doesn't do anything.
You're right. Especially if you don't make it, it's But common sense is you got to go for the extra point.
But they're going. So this doesn't really make sense by Brockton. The 2-point conversion does not change the game if he makes it. But if he misses, a field goal only ties the game. It doesn't win the game.
I think they're going for 1.
No, they're going for 2. Samita.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand this call. It doesn't affect the game.
And not to mention,
it only hurts you if you miss it.
You have plays running out. This is a very important play here.
So the box is going for 2. Tomato up the middle. I don't think he's going to get there.
This is a terrible call.
Just doesn't make any sense by the boxes because if they kick the extra point, the field goal wins the game. A 2-point conversion still doesn't tie it. It's just not a good play call right there. Coach Silva is going to question himself about that tomorrow.
It's pretty much basic. 21-19, a field goal, if you stop him, can win the game. Maybe they don't have faith in the kicker.
He can kick.
But I feel
We've seen him kick.
And maybe they're looking at it like, we're going to need a touchdown to win this game.
Maybe. But now, a touchdown by Franklin, you're down by 8. The conversion makes it 9. You're done.
Yeah.
So another Franklin player looks like he's cramping.
This has a lot to do with he's missed 2 extra points.
But he's been good for 2 years.
I think it has more to do with that. And they said, okay, maybe if we get the 2-point conversion, make it 21-20. Even if Franklin scores a touchdown, we're still in the game.
I would agree with that if Danny DeSilva hasn't been one of their more consistent football players.
And Sylvia could be looking as our defense hasn't stopped them today. So he could
it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
The point doesn't. It just doesn't. It's not a great. It's a poor call. He's going to question himself on that one in the morning.
Big game, Situate in Norwell today. It's Situate up 20-14.
So Brockton is going to be kicking off to the north end of the end zone. They're down 21-18. As they will try to get a stop here with the ball back with a chance to win the game. If they didn't have the 14 penalties, Orlando, they might be winning this game.
14 penalties, 2 miss
conversions. Yeah, it's basically 3 touchdowns to 3. But the conversions from Franklin and the inability for Brockton, they've missed on all 3 of them.
You also got to give the Panthers credit too. They played well since that fumble. They played pretty well. They can't help it if Brockton's committing penalties. They'll take it.
So let's see if Brockton, Coach John Shelby, can get his defense to get a stop here and give Brockton a chance to go down and get a win against the Panthers. The DeSilva kick, it's right down the middle.
A very dangerous returner.
Stephen Reed's going to have a little bit of room. He tries to get to the outside, and it's a good tackle. once again, is number 45 for Brockton on the coverage. And that's a good play by number 45.
Yeah, the clock is running. The clock is running here. Yeah, 3 seconds just went off the clock.
Cairo Hill, the sophomore linebacker. So let's see what Franklin does. They've tightened up and went to a double wing their last few possessions and have ran the ball right at Brockton. Let's see if they can get a stop the boxes. Franklin will take over at about their own 25-yard line. Freshman quarterback Ethan Edmonds has been terrific tonight. They're in the shotgun here, the pistol. And that's going to be a handoff. Brockton
that should be a hold, no call.
But again, Brockton misses containment and coverage, and
now they're going to call it.
20 yards down the field, but Brockton had him in the back.
Cash 79 was getting hold, no call.
And the tackling's not good enough.
Yeah. They called it down the field, but there were like 3 holdings in that play. And finally, they threw the flag.
So it still will be a first down maybe after the penalty.
Let's look at the replay here. Wow.
So that penalty will make it a 1st and 6 for Franklin, as Brockton is fortunate with the penalty. But the lack of tackling once again by Brockton. They make that about a 1st and 5. As the Panthers have done just about what they want on an offense since the first quarter.
This kid Reed runs hard, very hard.
Edmonds will be in the pistol. He'll have Reed and Ojoku next to him. And that's that play. They've ran that a few times tonight. That quarterback keeper and the middle linebacker from Brockton's biting on it each time. So the 7-yard run will give Franklin a first down at the 41 as we are at crunch time. Under 7 minutes. They got to get a stop somehow. Orlando, put everyone in the box, and if they beat you throwing, they beat you throwing. You got to stop the run. Put 9 guys in the box.
Red Sox are down 1-0, Leo.
That's not surprising.
Crochet on the mound today.
The Alex Cora September swoon continues. It's first down for Franklin at the 41. Edmonds are going to hand the ball. Looks like Stephen Reed has it. Jumps to the outside. And penalty, we're going to get a hold on Franklin, but that's 13 yards before contact again.
But that happened early. So they're going to move him back.
So Brockton, fortunately, will have a penalty. Will make this a 1st and 20. And here's their chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, now Franklin's getting these penalty calls.
They're just tired. Yeah. We'll see if we see it right here.
Yeah, right there.
I don't see it, but whatever. Brockton's fortunate to get the penalty. 1st and 20 for the Panthers.
Well, you don't see it. I'm going to act like I seen it because there's been way too many penalties on us today, so I'll take one.
So Blocks has got a shot here. If they're going to get the chance to get the ball back, this is going to be the 3 downs right there. They got to get a stop.
St. John's Prep up 47-21. Abington up 21-7 on Hingham. And, of course, Prep is playing Central Catholic. You already know what's happening with Severin and Everett.
So Edmonds remains in the pistol. He's going to fake it. He's going to take a look. He's going to throw the ball. That could be intercepted. Wow. Oh, how does he catch that ball? But that is, don't know how that's completed.
How did he catch that ball? Because O'Neal made no temp on it. Just a terrible coverage.
Just bad coverage.
The ball was thrown up for grabs.
Up for grabs.
Yep.
And the Franklin player went for the ball, and the Brockton defender just stood there. We're going to see it right here. Not the best decision by Edmonds, but we see it right here. Just a bigger guy going against a smaller corner. So the 20-yard play will give...
And he drags him down the field for about 10 yards.
We'll give Franklin a first down in Brockton territory. As Brockton, under 5 minutes, they're going to have to start using some of their timeouts, or they will not get the ball back. Just not enough guys in at the line of scrimmage right now. Got to take away the run. And we're going to get another penalty as the run outside is just too many yards.
It's going to be on Franklin, though. Looks like a motion.
Just the inability of Brockton linebackers and defensive linemen to initiate contact to disrupt the play.
And Franklin's gives you another break. They're giving you breaks. You're giving you breaks, but the more breaks they give Brockton, the more Brockton breaks themselves. It's unbelievable.
So 1st and 15.
You got to call a timeout or something, but they only have one timeout left, so you can't do that. I mean.
And the clock starts running on the penalty.
Wow. Frankly, another first down, Leo, this might be over.
Yep.
No urgency. Again, the seniors on the defensive line for Brockton has been like a non-factor. You know?
So 1st down and 15. That's going to be a handoff inside. He jumps to the outside and still gains 7 yards, as it will be 2nd and 9 for Franklin, as Brockton's got to start using some timeouts. As he gained 6 yards before any contact at all right there.
Yeah, and it seems like the next first down for Franklin.
That will do it.
We'll wrap this one up.
So the Boxers are closer on the scoreboard tonight, but if you thought they played quality football, would you say yes or no, Orlando?
I would say absolutely not.
Just not good enough discipline.
And to be quite honest, that's an easy answer.
This isn't a great Franklin team. They've had much better teams. I'll give them credit. Their effort has been excellent tonight from Franklin. They've been physical, but Brockton has really shot themselves in the foot with penalties and missed tackles.
I mean, historically, Brockton
and 3 touchdowns isn't good enough.
Has done this where they just don't get better as the season wears down. And right now, 3 games into the season, you showed a little promise last week, but bottom line, you still lost last week. But we was willing to give you credit because you played a little better. Now, this performance is just unacceptable. Sorry.
2nd down and 9 for Franklin. Brockton in desperate need of a stop. Let's see if they throw everyone in the box and try to take away the run.
With that being said, if you get a stop here, you're in position to possibly win this game considering how bad you played. See what happens.
So let's see, one back behind Edmonds as Franklin will motion. And it's a fake. And just another bad angle by Brockton. Another bad angle. Just not good enough.
It's first down.
Defensive end took himself right out of the play. He went upfield. The quarterback ran underneath. And it's just 9 easy yards. And that might do it.
That might do it. So Franklin's going to come into Brockton. It looks like it's going to be a hard-earned victory.
You watch right here. Took himself right out of the play. So 1st down and 10 for Franklin.
And again, arm tackling has been the story of the season for Brockton. Arm tackling.
So the box is on a timeout right here. I don't know. I think they have 1 left. I don't know if Franklin's going to have to run 3 plays without taking a knee.
Brockton actually has 2 timeouts left. So this game's not over yet. But at the same time, Brockton's hasn't been able to stop Franklin, so this game is not over yet. So Brockton still has 2 timeouts.
So the Boxers next week will be at Lincoln Sudbury, who's a pretty quality football team. Brockton's staring down a possible 0-5 start with Catholic Memorial 2 weeks down the line, Orlando.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And we thought Weymouth might not be up. They're 2-0.
Yep.
So we might be looking at 3 straight losing seasons for Brockton, something that hasn't happened since the mid-'60s.
Unbelievable.
Unless some things change.
I mean, it's been poor. Like the penalties, it's every week.
Yeah, we have a lot of the same conversations weekly. So 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. They have the ball at the Brockton 24-yard line, and the Boxers need the ball back. That's going to be a handoff to number 5, and a nice tackle, but
he still pushes ahead.
So Brockton
Might wait on the timeouts here.
And you know you're going to see a fake, and he's going to roll out one of these times. It's coming.
Franklin is not in no hurry. And the freshman, by the way, for Franklin, he has a bright future ahead. Edmonds, he showed me a lot today, man. Yeah, that kid's going to be a stud, you know.
So we're under 3 minutes for the Boxers on this game 3 of the season. And let's see if they have a chance of getting the ball back. They didn't use a timer right there. It makes me think they don't have more than one left. Second down and about 9 for Franklin. And it's going to be the run. He jumps up the outside. And, again, with too many guys in the box, it's just too many yards right there for the Boxers to give up. So third down and 6 for the Franklin offense.
It's just my line against your line. Let's see who's more tougher. Right now, Franklin's just more tougher.
And I thought last week against Barnstable, the defensive line and linebackers played their best game of 2 seasons. I thought they were really physical. I thought they really kept Dyer in check outside a few big runs in the second half.
Yeah.
Not so much this week.
And you look at 3rd and 6, Leo, and you got two downs to get it. This doesn't look good.
2 minutes and 21 seconds. Franklin leading Brockton 21-18. Both teams with 3 touchdowns. Brockton 0 for 3 on conversions. Franklin 2 for 3. That's the difference in this football game.
Simple things can win you football games, man.
Again, we talk about this, me and you. Scoring 3 touchdowns in a high school football game. Got to score more.
You look at the start of this game. Brockton scores out right off the bat.
Got the ball back.
Got the ball back in position to go up 2 scores, and it's just been ever since they got the ball back, everything has gone downhill.
So let's see if the Boxers can make a play here defensively. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. A first down will ice this game. And 4 down linebackers 5 yards off the ball. And they're going to throw. Wow.
He's wide open.
He is open. And nice play by Dyer Colombo.
First down, looks like.
I don't think it's a first down. I think it's 4th down and short. As Dyer Colombo really laid his body out right there to stop that play. As the Boxers have, this is it. This is this game right here. As Dyer Colombo, you'll see it right here. He stuck his nose and got dirty right there, and he stopped that play. And that's a really good, tough play by Dyer. So 4th down and short for Franklin. Under a minute, 50 seconds left. As Brockton's got to put 11 guys at the line. I put them all up there.
This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Clock keeps on ticking. Franklin's going to use every bit of the clock and call timeout like a good coach does.
Yeah,
and talk about it, what they're going to do here, man. And this is the game.
They got a 6'4" quarterback who weighs about 230. He's going to lean forward. Brockton's got to put those big 2D tackles right over the ball and try to use 800 pounds of mass right there to stop it. Right, Orlando?
Yeah. And for the 2nd straight year, Brockton staring at an 0-3 start. Just unacceptable. This football team was good enough to win this game tonight.
I don't disagree.
Yep.
The last 2 weeks they have been. Yep. They played good enough to win last week, and they lost by 3 touchdowns. So I think the coaches are getting in the locker room. They're going to like that the kids never quit. They're not going to like the 14 penalties. They're not going to like the tackling on the back end. But on a positive note, you still got most of the season left to make some changes and possibly make a playoff run. Is Franklin capable of blocking the snap? Let's see Brockton, again, not knowing open. Linebacker's got to be close to the line of scrimmage.
Timeout by Franklin.
So Brockton did a nice job.
If Brockton jumped, Brockton didn't. And now they're going to regroup and possibly line up the same formation to try to get this first down to ice this game.
So a nice job by the Boxers not jumping. I'd love to see the linebackers right up at the line of scrimmage with the D tackles right here, Orlando. You have nothing to lose.
Right. Yeah.
Again, Brockton next week at Lincoln Sudbury. They'll be home again in 2 weeks to play the #1 team in New England. the Catholic Memorial Knights.
Yeah, we got a tight game in the fourth quarter. BR. Bridgewater Rainham leads Marshfield 21-20 in a good game there.
As Franklin is about 6 inches away from icing this game.
Final Everett and Zavarian 49-14 X.
As Brockton has, again, no one over the ball. They got to put everyone over the ball.
Brockton, I believe.
Brockton could use a motion penalty on Franklin now. Oh, he fumbled the snap.
He didn't get it.
I don't think he got it. I think he fell down and fumbled the snap. I think Brockton has a chance of getting the ball back here.
Didn't look like he got it.
I don't think he got it either. He fumbled the snap. That would be a break for the Boxers.
Brockton's going to get the ball back, Leo. They stopped
We'll see.
him. By the looks of that, it doesn't look like that's a first down.
That's a good spot. You see him fumble the snap there. Oh, that's a really good spot.
That's a really good spot or a terrible spot?
A spot for Franklin. I thought it was a good spot. I thought he was short of that. But we'll see right here. We'll see if Brockton has a chance of minute 24 of stealing a victory here. The fumbled snap just slowed that play down. Mm-hmm. And here it is right here, folks. He's short.
He did not get it.
So Brockton does get the ball.
And with 1:24 left, it ain't over. Who said that? It ain't over till it's over.
It ain't over. So all night the defense has been maligned. They made a play right there.
Right.
John Shelby's defense gets the stop that they need.
With a little bit of help
So
from that bot snap. Let's keep it real here.
They got to go 85 yards, Orlando.
Yep.
And the quarterback has the confidence to make the throws. We've
see.
seen that for 2 years.
Semedo in the 2-minute drill, probably his first of his career, and a chance.
And a field goal would win it if they'd gone for the extra point. So 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Brockton down by 2. Franklin's got the safeties back, but they're playing man coverage. Let's see if Coach Barrows can scheme somebody open. Semedo's back. He's back. He looks. He's got room. He's going to throw the ball. He's got him open. And got to get out of bounds, and he gets the first down.
He gets out of bounds, too.
Nice play by Marcio Semedo. Jared Mighty makes the catch for 12 yards. And at 1:16, Brockton gets the first down. Boy, this would be a good win for a young coach and staff and a team. This really would be for the Boxers. As you see, he doesn't panic at all.
What a throw.
As Brockton makes some changes. Franklin's got the safeties. They're playing tight coverage. They got 2 safeties back. Their linebackers not back. They're up at the line of scrimmage.
Referee stopping the play here. I believe Franklin's going to call a timeout. And Brockton's trying to rest their lucks in the arm of the Cape Verdean Marcio Semedo.
I know you love that.
Absolutely. And
so Marcio Semedo, been their best player all season.
Yep.
Never looks like he's rattled. Can make every throw possible. But now it's up to Coach Barrows to scheme some guys open, right?
Absolutely.
So the Boxers have first down at the 25-yard line. Leo Genitaccio along with Orlando Galveo, David Eric, Curtis Reese, and of course the postman Mike Simmons on the production. Brockton Community Access. Catch us on the Brockton channels. The Boxers down by 3. They got a chance to get the ball down the field and with a possibility at tying the field goal or a potential touchdown. Let's see. Semedo's back. He's back. The rush is on. He throws. Oh, that's going to be. Luckily, that's not intercepted.
And the pressure came in, and Semedo let it go. Also took a shot. Almost picked off.
That was very fortunate not to be Semedo's first interception of the season.
Right, you don't. I mean, you could use short passes. You don't have to go deep every single time.
They got time. They have a minute 9, and the clock will stop on the first down. You see it right here. He's just confident. Every throw he makes, he thinks he's completing it. He stood in the pocket, and, yeah, they're fortunate.
And I have to tell you, the last time we won back-to-back state titles, a CV was a quarterback for Brockton.
Jesse Resende, maybe
Yes,
the
sir.
best quarterback in Massachusetts in the last 20 years.
With help.
He was fantastic.
Yep.
So 2nd and 10. Semedo's back. Pressure's on. He's going to look deep. He has Burke out there. Oh, it hits
that's
his
a great
chest.
defensive play. Yeah, number 4 just probably saved the game at the time, but it was a little bit underthrown for Burke. He was there, and what a play by the Franklin DB. Wow. Number 4 there.
We'll see it right here. Let's see if he touched it. I thought it hit him in the shoulder pads.
No,
right
that was just a great defensive play. You look right there.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Yeah.
Ball was a little bit underthrown, but that's because of the pressure. So Semedo, 3rd and 10. Brockton needs a first down.
Yeah, you got to get the first down here. You got to get the first down here. Everything's going down the field.
Screen pass is open here
Yep.
with the linebackers back. Middle screen's open. Get that first down, get the ball to midfield, and you got a shot. So let's see what Brockton has here. Quentin Montero will be the lone back. 3 receivers to the right, including Jared Mighty.
Yeah, you might see Montero
Leak
going
out of
towards
that
the flats
backfield,
right
right.
now. Watch for that. That's been open all night, by the way.
Semedo's back. He looks, cannot take a sack here. Moves up in the pocket. He throws it up, and that ball is...
It's going to be intentional grounding probably.
They're going to look at that. It might be intentional ground. And this...
Let's say a guy was in the area. Okay. They're talking about it. Saying the guy's in the area.
So 4th down for Brockton. This is the last play of the game. As the plays are taking too long to develop. Got to get the ball out. Semedo did
again, you're rushing 6 against 3.
Yeah.
That's where I have a problem with that.
So the Boxers game is right here, 4th down and 10.
I mean, you're blocking 6 against 3. My fault. And yet they're able to get pressure on Semedo.
The plays are just too long developing. Brockton's got to use the underneath stuff, try to get the ball up the field, and then take some shots.
Again, this is for the game right here.
So,
Brockton has to get a
4th
first
down and 10. The Boxers have battled all night. They've showed a lot of fortitude in this game. Quentin Montero's the back. 4 receivers. Franklin has those defensive ends able out wide. They send him. He looks, he throws the ball, and it's incomplete. So that's going to be the game. Brockton's going to lose this one as Franklin gets the stop, as Brockton never really got going there on that last drive. 1 first down on the first play, and then 4 straight incompletions. And Brockton will turn the ball over, and Franklin will take a couple knees, and Brockton will move to 0-3.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, got to fight his chance there to try to get the victory, and then Brockton unable to get it done. It looked like the pass was a little bit high, and Brockton again.
Well, you would have liked to seen him scheme some stuff underneath, take advantage of the underneath stuff, grab the ball, gain 7-8 yards a few plays in a row, get it up to the 45, then take a couple shots. But the pressure was there, and he just didn't have a ton of time as the plays were long developing. And Franklin will gain their 9th straight victory over Brockton, their toughest one in the 9, 21-18 Orlando.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good trip back to Franklin. Hard-earned victory. They capitalized on many Brockton penalties. Let's give them credit. On that, the last stand, they was able to stop Brockton and get this victory.
So we're going to wrap it up here at Marciano Stadium. Brockton is going to lose this game 21-18. Leo Genitacio, Orlando Galveo. Let's not forget the team, the production team of Mike the Postman Sivens, David Eric, Curtis Reese. And we will see you in 2 weeks when Catholic Memorial, the #1 football team in New England, will make their first appearance in Brockton High in several years.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best teams we're going to see in a while with CM coming here. That's going to be very exciting to see that. But, you're going to have to really, really get better for that, because that team from West Roxbury is no joke.
Got to get by Lincoln Sudbury next week, Orlando. Clean up some stuff. It's a winnable game again next week. Again, the effort was there tonight. They never quit. just not enough to get a W. And again, when no moral victories, a loss is a loss.
Right, because, again, another game that I felt, again, that, you know, the better team is not going to win the football game. It's kind of been the story the last couple years. And it's back to the drawing board.
See you next week.